Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of High Rollers D&D show here on High Rollers D&D and on Yogscast. I'm your Dungeon Master, Mark Sherlock Humes. Joining us after a post-Eurovision world, I have my wonderful friends. Here they are. In a post-Eurovision timeline, we have Rhiannon, we have Tom, we have Katie, we have Trot, and we have Kim. Why are you fiddling with your camera now?
Because I just realised I didn't change it from when me and Ree were fucking about. Hey, Mark,
Funny that.
don't get angry, because everything about you, I like.
We might have had a little High Rollers Eurovision party last night. If you don't know what Eurovision is, it's a wonderful experience, and you should Google it and find out about it, and enjoy it next time. We're going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons. Just do it, forehead. We're going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons.
Tom and Rhiannon are too hyper for me to cope with today.
They are very hyper today.
Deal.
Tom's on like 2 hours of sleep. He's gonna be like a child. He's gonna have his like zaniness, and then he's gonna crash out. Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking.
I hope he can keep this energy up through the episode, because Quill's got a lot of big brain moves he needs to pull today.
That's my concern.
So,
no pressure.
No pressure. Speaking of pressure, no pressure. Because of our amazing sponsors, we got two cool sponsors this week. Chris Trott's going to tell you about both of them. It's D&D Beyond and NordVPN. Take it away, Chris Trott.
Yes, thank you. Finally, I get to speak about...
A message from Gatecrasher. Ha ha ha. I hacked you again. Fools.
Piss. Forgot to turn NordVPN on again, didn't I? Silly me. Silence, you cheeky prick. I have gained complete control over your stream once again. I can make any one of you my puppet. You are at my mercy. Behold.
Hey all, today I have created an atrocious sploop for 10 hours. Awesome. The tension is extremely awesome. It's a great feeling. I'm sorry. I'm learning a lot from my sploop, who is literally too angry to die. Very, very sexy.
Belly laugh. That was extremely comedic, and that's only the beginning. I will not stop. I will continue to embarrass you in front of your audience. On with the show.
Hi, Poggies. I don't really know what to say, so I'll just say, need my big DILF energy. Sounds so weird in my mouth. And it's you, Mark. Very, very lovely boy. And you know what? Right now, that's good. That's a good thing. And now we finally get to you squeeze out of your the weight of his whopping is felt rocketing towards the oh god, and Mark's left nut bitch.
What?
Bye.
So embarrassing. The question is, who do we pick next? I vote for Chris Trott. Okay, yeah, that's enough. Let's turn it on real quick. No, please. The power of NordVPN is too strong. Here I go. Sorry about that interruption, everybody. My bad. I just couldn't get to NordVPN on my phone quick enough to turn it off. Anyway, if you head to nordvpn.com/HRDND and you sign up to the 2-year plan, you'll get a bunch of free time thrown in for free. That's a great deal. You can stay protected and unrestricted on the internet. Thanks, everybody.
Wow. Well, I'm so glad. I mean, Trot, great job on activating NordVPN. It would have been, if Gatecrasher had continued, if the Gatecrasher AI had continued, who knows what sort of embarrassing things that they could have come up with, you know? So good job on activating NordVPN. And don't forget, you can go to NordVPN using the code HighRollersDND, HRDND, use that code and get all the benefits from it. I mean, you don't want Gatecrasher causing that sort of embarrassment for you, do you, Thomas?
Exactly, Mark.
How do you feel about that, Tom? How do you feel about being so embarrassed by that AI?
I can't stop thinking about my big sploop. I can't stop thinking about it. And also my big DILF energy, which sounds weird in my mouth. It's you, Mark.
Yes, and I am definitely not the original source of Gatecrasher. Just in case people in chat were thinking that, it's definitely not me. I'm not Gatecrasher.
Why would
just
you
people
say
seem
that?
to think that for some reason. People seem to think it. I'm just saying I'm not. It's not me.
The face animation at the start. Holy shit!
The little hand, just like
What was that?
He has way too much fun making them, and I'm glad he does. I am, however, sorry to NordVPN, whose advert was basically Thomas reading out a gay fanfic for like a few minutes.
It was censored. It's fine. Anyway, let me talk about.
Now talk about our other sponsor.
Our ongoing sponsor, D&D Beyond. Thank you. As we all know, using D&D Beyond is super easy to create a spooky character to delve into the mists of Ravenloft and die horribly. Right, Mark? Anyway, you can also grab the Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft on D&D Beyond. And as we all know, you'll get the Memento Mori digital dice set along with character sheets, backdrops, and portrait frames. But didn't you know that Taliesin of Critical Role fame and Amy Dallin have helped create Vendemir, the domain of tomes and ashes, using the rules of creating your own domain in the source book. That's right, you can make your own domain using some of the pages in Chapter 2, I believe. You can check out that article, maybe for some inspiration, and deep dive on that custom domain, along with many other awesome tomes and knowledge on ddbeyond.com. It's not just about awesome tool sets, they have interesting information there too. Check it out.
Nice.
And if there was anybody I would want to create a domain of dread, it would be Tal Jaffrey. He is a creepy man with a lot of creepy brain, and he's very good at such things. Yeah, creepy brain. Love him to pieces. But yeah, that's as far as I'm aware. That's pretty much everything for this week. No announcements apart from the usual. Go and check out our merch at freshmerch.com. Go check out the High Rollers merch. We still got a few things there. We've got some exciting things in the future, but go and check out what we got. Fan art, keep sending it to us. highrollersdnd@gmail.com if you've got cool fan art. We've seen, since we did the fan art video, I've seen that a few people have been like doing more. We love it. Post it on Twitter, but also make sure you send it to the email so that we can include it in future videos and stuff like that as well. And don't forget to tell people about the podcast, give the podcast ratings. A lot of people always seem to forget that the podcast is there, and you can always, if people are like, I don't have 3 hours to watch a YouTube video, be like, well, listen, Dingle Dangus, it's on Spotify and all good podcast retailers. Split into 2 episodes of 90 minutes each. Easy.
Stop trying to make Memento Morons.
Memento Morons.
Memento Morons. It's going to be a thing.
Well,
no, stop trying to make it a thing.
I don't want to hear, before Tom starts talking about his sploop anymore, let's play the Dun-Duns.
Okay.
Dun.
Hello, welcome back to Aerois. The party have transported themselves into enemy territory, using a unique set of teleportation runes to travel aboard the Tassadar, Callus's flagship, to seek their young friend Valla and rescue her, along with potentially the Eterna that powers the flagship it shares a name with. Dispatching a few initial guards, and with the tragic news that their celestial allies had abandoned the mission, the party decided to press on and make use of this one-time opportunity. Splitting themselves into 2 groups, a disguised team made up of Lucius, Ayla, Moonstar, and Nova, and an ethereal team made up of Quill, Sentry, and the Deva Rana El. As they make their way through the corridors of the great astral warship, making their way into the crew decks, the ship is put onto alert, as it seems the infiltration team has somehow been discovered. The ethereal team locate Valla, who is being held on the bridge under heavy guard, whilst the disguise team make their way towards the ship heart, where the Eterna Tassadar is kept. The disguised team bluffs their way past the initial guards, but an Ice Devil officer questions them and calls for his superior to check. As both groups nervously wait for the next move, another announcement reveals that Zarkira's ship, the Serpent's Coil, has arrived and will be docking with the Tassadar. And that, my friends, is where we begin the episode today. With those announcements ringing true. I believe that the sound of the Tassadar kind of connecting to another ship, a slight kind of vibration and rocking throughout the ship itself. You will kind of sense that there is some great weight that has been attached. And yeah, any officers that you happen to see or look around, this is more for the ethereal team, are in a desperate kind of preparation for arrival. For Ayla, Lucius, Nova, and Moonstar, the four of you are currently in a sort of antechamber outside of what is called the ship heart, the sort of main engineering block of the Tassadar itself. And the ship heart seems to be a sealed section of that chamber with these two great metal doors that block the entryway inside. There are sort of scatterings of lower level kind of troopers and engineers and things like that working on consoles, doing all sorts of things. But chiefly the sort of main threat in the room is this large ice devil, this almost like a praying mantis with sort of white ice cold scales and chitin armor is kind of looming over you to make sure that you aren't going anywhere. As you are waiting for this other engineer to arrive. Meanwhile, ethereal team, I believe you are still currently phased through the walls. You're kind of coming in and out of these spaces to check the bridge to make sure that Valla is still there and what is going on. You have a few moments at least. What do you guys want to? What's the plan? Is there any moves or things that you would like to do, or is this just a case of waiting for disguise team? You're waiting for this engineer. Ethereal team, you're just waiting for something to happen. What's the plan? So, for team not gas, on a different plane of existence. Team not ghosts.
Not ghosts. Team anti-ghosts. Lucius is like folding his arms and looking as stern as possible. And in the messenger ring to the other two, we're going to die. I don't know what to do. How do we do this? I am worried.
We should really get out of here. This has gone too far. We shouldn't have come here.
We're so close. No, we need to make a distraction. Make a distraction and get me into that room.
Nova.
We can get Tassadar on our side.
Nova, Tassadar is not the mission.
I'm going to start fire.
It's the mission.
I'm literally going to start fire. Quill says he's got that under control. What else can we do? We can't get up to the bridge.
This is our best option. I agree with Nova.
If we can convince Tassadar, we can get Tassadar to reroute power supplies. We can open doors. We can lock people in. We can get Tassadar to help us.
As you guys are having this conversation, the great metal doors leading into this power chamber do open, and a figure begins to step out of them. At least one set of the doors opens up anyway. I do have a map. The doors kind of hiss open, the metallic doors swing inwards, crystal kind of parting ways, this kind of resin-like crystal that seems to warp and stretch and move as the ship needs it to. The doors swing inwards, and emerging from it is a female figure. She is covered in sort of pieces of armor. You can see like a hint of a breastplate, metal gauntlets, metal greaves, but there's also engineers sort of uniform and things underneath it, all kind of covered in sort of various sorts of like scorch marks and stains and sort of things like that. But most notably, rather than hair, she appears to be sort of elven-ish, similar to an Eladrin. You can see a similar kind of elvish facial features. Her eyes are like these just pure, luminous sort of yellow orbs, much like Lucius's are. But rather than hair, she seems to have kind of equipped her skull. She has these long tendrils, like these cybernetic tentacles, almost like ridged tubes and rigid jointed appendages, like tentacles coming out the back of her head. Like hair, it kind of spills down long past her shoulders, and they begin to kind of writhe up and, you know, move things. Some of them appear to be holding small tools, very sort of Doc Octopus style. She comes out with a big pair of goggles on. She kind of lifts them up over her head and takes a look at the assembled group, kind of calling out to the Ice Devil. Are these the ones that you mentioned?
Yes, mistress. They claim that they are to enter the chamber. They have been called upon to do work.
And she takes a long sort of look around the four of you. Smiles. Well. Seemingly no reaction, she just reaches up and touches her ear. I have 4 of them here. They've come straight to us.
Yeah.
Well, this was certainly a bold plan, but did you not think that we would at least recognize some of you? At that point,
Dumbest shit. Yeah.
we will
for that.
roll initiative.
Oh,
okay.
God.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, this is like one of the chief officers. Callus
Yeah.
knows you all
They'll
by
know
sight.
all the work. Yeah.
So,
Like,
I
they're gonna
literally
know
said
who
to
you are.
Trot, you know, Mark, when I kind of went,
Yeah.
oh shit, he's here, when you dialed in earlier, I was literally saying to Trot, I'm just waiting for one of the officers to recognise us immediately, because face it, 2 high,
Why
2
wouldn't
elves,
they?
1 Ganassi, and 1... I mean,
Well, it's also
quite
like
hard
not
to
even just
disguise,
the
right?
racial, not even just the races. Like, yeah, you guys are wearing the uniforms, and most of the grunts won't have a physical like images or descriptions of you. So like that's why you've managed to sneak around. But these high officers, you know, are trusted by Callus. He has probably gone, yeah, if these fuckers show up, they're like, get them.
Exactly.
Like, so.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a straight up initiative
Alrighty.
roll. You can see the door is open and the chamber seems to lead. There is a set of stairs that head down, and then you can see these 3 great kind of clear resin orbs, like, kind of shaped. They all seem to be connected. There are all sorts of like metal cables and wires all kind of connected to them, leading into the black walls of the ship. The whole room has got this very bright blue light that is filling from these 3 orzes, but you can see that there is another figure moving around down in there, kind of like they're silhouetted from the bright light kind of coming out from this engine room. But you can see that there is another figure in there. In terms of Quill and Sentry, I mean, you guys, you can roll initiative, but you're not going to probably be here for some time. But roll initiative. Let's keep everyone in initiative together.
Cool.
In actual fact, before we do that, I need to add...
This made sense. I'm nowhere near. I rolled a 5.
Also, you wouldn't be aware.
Moonstone.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, you don't know.
Unless the officers up there are like, cool, received.
So we'll
going
get to that because
Lucius.
there was clearly some sort of communication between them.
Yeah.
So, okay, Lucius, initiative.
We got a 13.
13. Quill.
5.
5. Ayla.
22.
That's good. Sentry.
13.
13. Nova.
20.
Speedy.
20. Okay. So before we jump into the combat, kind of seeing the other side of it, like we kind of get the movie cutaway as she kind of radios in, like, I have them here. Bold of you to kind of come straight to us. Quill and Sentry, who are kind of keeping eye on the bridge, you see the dragon, the red dragon officer in this humanoid form, seems to reach up and touches one ear, sort of nods, and then turns to the assembled, they have all sorts of officers on different stations. There's the Aerois and the Celestial who are guarding Valla. It seems that some of the infiltrators have been discovered down in engineering. Make sure that we send appropriate guards. Contact Falagor and the security team. Have them dispatched immediately. Engineering. And you just hear this kind of voice echo out. And then there's a flurry of activity as they start preparing things. Valla is looking around, and you can see that the attention is somewhat being diverted away from her. You can see the Aerois and the Celestial kind of tighten their grip and are looking around. But there is this, potential that this situation may be an opportunity for her to try and escape. Rana will just look at the two of you. What are we doing? If they're on their own, they're going to very quickly be outnumbered. She can't do anything because she's ethereal with you guys, so she's just going to pose that question. And then we go to Ayla. You have the Ice Devil. So most of the inside this room, there aren't many soldiers. These were all engineers. As soon as they see this Ice Devil and the engineer lady beginning to get ready for combat, the engineers all just begin to flee. They just begin to immediately run away. The Ice Devil, however, is pulling out this giant spear. You can see this engineer woman is lifting herself up. These large sort of tentacle hairs kind of splaying around her. Ayla.
I will rage and go for the ice shithead first.
Yes, okay.
Because he looks like he's right beside me, probably.
A little bit, yeah. So he's next to Moonstar and Lucius at the moment, so I've just moved you around. There is a map on Roll20.
I don't see it.
Oh, bums. That's because I have not moved you to it. That's why.
There we go.
Lovely. You should now be able to see.
Oh, okay. I'm right next to that dude anyway, so I'm going to hit him.
I just moved you there, so... Sure. Okay, go for it. So you can see, they look like giant praying mantises with this kind of blue chitinous armor.
Mantipodes?
Oh, thank you.
That's not true.
Is that the ship heart on the right? On
the stairs sort of leading down, yes. That leads down, in that direction. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I rolled an 18 plus 13 to hit. So 28, 29, 30, 31 to hit.
That will hit.
Maybe.
And then that's going to be... Oh, I rolled a 10 on my damage. That's fun. 18, 19, 20... 21 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
God damn.
And the Tempest smashes into its side. You do hear a crunch of this rime-covered insectoid plate crack.
I can use my aura to potentially knock someone down.
Okay.
So I'm just finding it because I've never used this effect before.
That's okay. Take your time.
Oh no.
Pretty gnarly.
Where are you? When you hit a creature in your aura with an attack, you can use your reaction to knock the creature prone.
Okay.
Oh.
So strength.
No
check
saving throw.
Was...
Oh, there is a strength saving throw. Okay.
Strength.
That's only a 15.
Oh, failure. He's on the ground.
You knock him prone. So, bam, the first attack knocks him to the ground. The Ice Devil falls to the floor. You kind of take his legs out from underneath him.
Do I then have advantage to hit him?
You would, yeah. You do.
Oh my god.
Knocking something prone with your first attack is very good for a follow-up attack. Yeah. Or for other people's attacks as well.
Oh, one less than last time. So that was a 30 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Basically, unless you roll under a 10, you're probably going to hit.
20 damage on the second one, and a little zappy boy.
Cool. And then that's a dex saving throw, isn't it?
Plus
15.
Failure.
Yep, and it doesn't have any immunity to lightning damage.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 lightning damage.
19 lightning damage.
Really high on my d6s.
Damn, these that's 60 points. I just want to point out that's 60 points of damage in one round from Ayla.
Opening turn.
Fuck yeah.
Opening turn, 60 points damage. Bam! The two heavy hammer blows swing in, one knocking them to the ground, the second coming down, and then the lightning blasts through this thing, and you just hear this like reinforcements! Call for reinforcements! From the creature. End of your turn. Ayla.
Yeah, I'll just say in the messenger ring, oh, we could really do with the other half of the team right now. Anyone got any ideas of how to get them here? And that'll be it.
Sure. Okay. Radius is half, isn't it? I always get this wrong. Diameter is the full amount, isn't it? Okay. In that case... So on the ice creature's turn, the ice devil's turn, I kind of just want him to attack, but he does have cool things he can do. He'll probably do some attacks now. I'll save that for another turn. So he'll just turn on Ayla, honestly, just because you've just pummeled him with those attacks. He'll stand up, no longer prone, and then he will try and lay into you with a flurry of his own attacks. Trying to bite you first for a 20 to hit.
Yep.
So that's going to be 8. That's going to be 13 points of piercing damage. You're raging, so that would go half to 6. But then a biting cold for 14 cold damage. Oh. Then the claws come out. Tries to slice you with the claws. 27 to hit.
Yep.
Let's roll this twice. That's 5. That's 10 points of slashing, so 5 points of slashing damage. Followed by another 9 cold damage. And then its great tail, like a scorpion's tail, tries to strike down. 21 to hit. And then that's going to be 14 bludgeoning, so it's like a hammer, actually. It's less of a stinger. It's like a smashing, crushing damage. So that's going to be 14, so half to 7 bludgeoning damage, and 5 cold damage. So kind of lays into you with all of these attacks.
Quite a lot of damage there.
Yeah, quite a lot of damage, and you halved a little bit.
He's like, I will try and deal with this one. Hi, engineer. Deal with the others. Call for reinforcements.
Over.
Hello.
Hello.
So, sorry to ask you to repeat things, but looking to the room on the right, there was... So there's stairs down, and then there's like a kind of resiny wall or something?
There's three resiny clear orbs, which are represented by... it's not pinging, hang on. These things on the map, you can see these kind of like 3 clear orbs at the far end of the room, sort of built into the wall, and you can see all sorts of cables and lines and metal pipes and tubes coming out of them.
Would an educated guess kind of help Nova ascertain what she thinks they might be?
That's entirely up to you. I will not. Yeah. That's down to you whether you think that is an educated guess.
So... But I can't see through to Tassadar. Like there's two set. Like there's another set of doors.
It's just really bright. No, there's no other doors down there. It's just you can see a chamber down there, but it's very bright. Like, okay. You would have to go down there and look.
Can I ask Tiangong? Like, can you talk to Tassadar? Can you communicate?
As I've mentioned before, Nova Vija, I require visual confirmation before I am able to communicate.
I was just wondering if you could say it from here. That's fine. Okay.
If you can't see him, it means Tiangong can't see them.
Yeah. I will cast Blight on the Ice Demon. So that is a con saving throw, DC 18.
You are, she would know that what level spells you can cast at because of the intel from thingy. Only 3 of those. To avoid using her intellect, the High Engineer will attempt to counterspell that. Use her reaction to cast counterspell.
Okay. Counterspell.
So is it just counterspell?
Is Chris Trott saying no as in I am also counterspelling?
No, I just don't like it.
You just don't like it, right? Okay. Yep. So, she casts it at the same level you do at 5th level, so it just counters.
Okay.
Counters.
I would also like to bonus action Hexblade Curse the Engineer.
Yes.
It's not going to help me with this.
She kind of just tuts her finger like when you try and cast the spell.
I'm going to curse in deep Ganassi language that if my mother was here, I would be grounded for a month.
Poo-poo pee-pee.
Poo-poo pee-pee. And I'm going to start moving towards the door, but in a way that 5, 10, I don't get her 15, 20, 25.
Actually, Kim, I'm going to stop you when you get to here. The second you try and step further, you think that you're out of range of opportunity attacks, but the hair snakes out with an immense reach and tries to basically slap you when you do. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
Slap?
Yes. Yep. Well, so here's the thing, is it's not just a slap. This great metal kind of hair tentacle stretches out like a good 15 feet and smacks you. But as it does, you can see that at the end of the hair tubes, there are these almost like needle-like, syringe-like devices, and it tries to nick you with those. So 24 to hit.
I would like to use my Armor of Hexes, which means... a target cursed by your Hexblade Curse hits you with an attack roll. You can use your reaction to roll a d6, and it can miss on a 4 or higher.
Okay. Well, do you want me to roll it, or...?
I rolled a 6. Oh, I don't know.
Just because...
If you want, I rolled a 6.
Sure. Okay. All right. Well, in that case, it misses. In that case, it misses. And that's your reaction to use, yeah?
That's my reaction, so every reaction, I believe I can do that.
Yeah, well, you won't get your reaction back until the start of your next turn. So the attack misses. It kind of bounces off the Armor of Hexes. Tiangong kind of manages to deflect the blow away.
Can I just go,
Yeah, and then you keep moving.
And then I think I had like 5 more foot, or 5. Sorry, 5. Yeah. Carry on with the next move, and I'll just
that door is closed. The one that you're currently heading towards, as an FYI. Only the one that she came out of opened.
Actually, no. I'm gonna go. Okay. Fine. That's fine.
Okay, you're all done.
Yeah.
Okay. On her turn,
I've got 5 more foot. I'm gonna move there.
She will cast, seeing she looks around, she would recognize Lucius and Nova as both the spellcasters. Ayla is currently tangled with the ice thing. She will surround herself in a faintly shimmering barrier in a 10-foot radius around her. So you watch. You're going to counterspell it, are you? Ho! What level? I don't believe you have this spell, but I'd say that you have seen a similar effect before. Zarkira used this spell once. It is a Globe of Invulnerability.
6th level.
Okay. All right. In that case, you counterspell her. She's already used her counterspell, so prevent that from going off. Bam, bam.
Awesome.
She just smiles.
I don't.
Okay, well, that's her action. Yep, Lucius. That's your reaction gone. It's the reaction attrition now.
I'm going to cast Dominate Monster on her.
Okay.
She's used her reaction to counterspell.
She has.
Wisdom save of 18.
It has no effect.
Piss! I thought it might, but it was worth a shot.
Charm effect. Yep. Something prevents the spell from taking root. You try and reach into her mind as you did with the Mind Flayer, but there is this dogmatic sort of loyalty. There's some sort of magical interference, whatever it is. You can't get into that mind. Well, it seems that we're all trying things that aren't working today. What a wonderful little experiment.
I'm going to message a ring to Nova. and say, we need to lock down this place before more reinforcements come in. Can you try the console? And I'm going to...
I'll give my best.
Nod to Moonstar in a sibling way of, can you help deal physically to this person? And
She's kind of out of her league here, but she'll try. As a note, by the way, there are no doors leading into the corridor that you're currently in. Like, the Tassadar room is sealed off by these 2 doors, one of which is opened and she's come out of. But this chamber is just like in a section of the ship. Like, there's no doors here. Like, you can see there's 2 corridors. Yeah, the same way you came in. There was no. There's this is all connected to the ship.
Okay, so it is currently sealed.
What do you mean sealed? Like, you are currently in a corridor which is in the ship. You are in like an open part of the ship itself.
It's an open corridor.
Yeah. And then, but the room that Nova is looking into that she came out of seems to be the bit that can be sealed off.
Okay, so we need to get in there. That's what we're trying to get to.
Sure. Okay. Anything else, Lucius?
Oh, that's as much as I can do. My turn.
Okay. Sentry and Quill, you guys have a moment. Like, what do you guys want to do at this point?
Oh, God. Have you got any plans, Sentry? I might have one, but you go first.
I've been going over my character sheet. I can't... Yeah, Sentry would just be like, I don't know what we can do right now to help Valla, but Lucius, Ayla, and Nova might be in trouble. I think we need to go back to them.
Okay. So is it my turn now, or?
It's basically, Moonstar's going to go, but I've just figured, like, you guys can't interact with the combat, so let you guys have a moment here.
I'm going to try and pray, and I want to get me, Sentry, Rana, and Valla down to the engineering room. I'm going to use Divine Intervention. I need to get all of us down there. So, I don't like the face you're making, Mark. Do I roll? No? So
here's the thing. You felt this weakening power in the eye. You feel that as of right now, the source of your divine power, you have your spells, you have all of, a lot of your other powers and things like that, but the ability, divine intervention, is literally your, praying to your god to do something. Right now, that god would be Siaska, who is incapable of helping you. There is no, divine intervention, until Siaska is awake, divine intervention is not going to work.
Oh, goody.
You just got nerfed.
I just got nerfed hard from an ability I've used once before.
It also makes sense, right? Like, Hesper was previously the one who would answer this call, and he ain't there, and Siaska's currently incapacitated. She cannot help you.
Can you roll it anyway? Just see what we would have got.
Sure, roll it anyway, because if it comes up as a success, that would really be a kick in the pants.
I need a 13 or less, and I rolled 21. No, 71. Okay.
71. It wouldn't have worked anyway, but...
That's fine. But also, I now know that doesn't work, at all.
Until Siaska can help, it is not going to function fully. Simply because there isn't someone to come and help.
Wordlessly give a very concerned look to Sentry. If she just saw me praying, I've got nothing either. We need to get Valla. How do we get Valla right now?
Okay, right, while you guys think about that, Moonstar, on her turn, poor little Moonstar, will... Frightened, paralyzed, poison, prone, restrained, stunned. None of those things are currently effective. She will toss it out. She's going to try and help Ayla, because at the moment, that's really the only person she can really help. she's going to toss out like a small mechanical device just behind the ice devil. He looks around to do it, and it kind of explodes with a flash of light. She's going to use one of her bright light explosives. The creature has to make a saving throw. It's not a magical spell, so I'm not going to give him magic resistance. This is like a technological thing. So what's this, Dex? I think that's going to be a success. The creature kind of looks at it, the light, and it manages to shield its eyes away. But Moonstar is going to try and step away. Yep. So she's going to risk an attack of opportunity here. 5. That might... What have we got to beat here? Oh, it just hits, even on a low round. Unfortunately, Moonstar's AC isn't super high. The Ice Devil does manage to catch her with an attack. So with the tail, as he spun round, that's going to be 6, 7, 8, 13 damage plus D6, 23, 27 total. Moonstar takes a hefty blow. The tail kind of slams into her as she tries to like run away to one of these consoles to see if there's anything she can do. The tail slams into her. She kind of gets thrown forward, kind of stumbles up against the console. When it does, she fumbles around and just kind of looks around in desperation, trying to see if there's anything she could do here. Let's see if she can make a Arcana roll. Okay, that's pretty good. She like quickly tries to like touches a flurry of the crystals. I can delay an alarm being sounded, but that's the best I can do. If they have another way of communicating, I can't do anything else. And kind of like scrambles around on the keyboard. I can't shut anything down from here. And you can see she's like holding her side, having taken a pretty nasty stab. Rana is with Sentry and Quill and can't do anything. Ayla.
Oh, me again. Okay. I hit again, like this demon.
Yeah, I mean,
probably try and do the same thing that I did before.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So I'll hit him once, try and knock him down. Can you make a strength save?
See if you hit first.
So that is a 13 plus 13, so 26.
26. That hits.
And it's going to be 12 damage. On the first one.
12 points of damage. Okay.
And
then
strength
saving throw, yeah. That is a fail. That's 2 plus 5, 7. So prone.
Okay.
Knock the legs out from under him, like and keep just knocking into the ground.
Down.
Advantage on the second attack.
So I've got advantage on the second one. No, I didn't roll high enough. My highest was a 22. Total. Which is going to be 17 points of damage from the hammer and then a dex save.
17 points and then dex saving throw. Man, still, that's only going to be a 16. Oh, no, 14.
12.
Apologies. 14. 12 points?
12 points of lightning damage.
The Ice Devil in 12 seconds with this flurry of like blow after blow from Ayla is looking pretty messed up already. You can see like the frozen chitin armor is like breaking off, this kind of thick oozing demon's blood, this ichor is kind of spilling onto the ground from these kind of wounds and things like that. It's still fighting, but man, it is looking pretty nasty when it does so. Anything else, Ayla?
No, I just moved slightly around him.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. On the Ice Devil's turn, then, it is going to conjure a wall of ice. It is not casting a spell for counterspell purposes. This is just a ability it can do. 30 feet long, 10 feet high. 30 feet long, which I believe...
Well, that's terrifying.
Oh, can't quite make it all the way across to block Ayla off, though, I don't think. It can temporarily... Oh, actually, it creates a dome instead. So it is going to create a dome, 20 feet radius, basically around Ayla like this. You can make a dex saving throw, please, Ayla.
Okay. That is going to be a 19.
In actual fact, no, because it's not conjuring it. You don't need to make the saving throw. So you're not going to take any damage from this, but you are basically sealed inside a dome of ice. Like it holds a hand, and then right in front of you, this dome of ice just kind of surrounds a section of the area around you. Stay in there. And it kind of like looks around.
Oh, you coward. You coward!
You have just kicked the shit out of this thing. It does not care. And then he is going to basically move away around here like this. Put Lucius and Moonstar next to him instead. He's a devil. I didn't say he's not a brave devil. He's just like, go away. And then runs around. But that's his whole turn to do that. As a note, the ice, it does look like you can smash the ice, Ayla. That's the one thing, is like it does look like the ice can be broken. Nova.
Can I cast a cantrip as an action and a spell as a bonus action? And it is a bonus spell, bonus action spell.
Yes, you can cast a cantrip and then a spell as a bonus action. Yes, you can do that, yeah.
Okay. So I would like to do two things. One is Eldritch Blast the Ice Devil, but also cast Far Step on myself, and then I'm going to do some movement stuff once I've done my blasting.
Okay, sure.
So first things first, I'm going to blast the Icy Devil, and that is a 19 to hit.
Just hits. The ice blast, it does kind of clip the ice armor, breaking it, but only barely.
14 points of damage on the first hit.
Engineer, deal with that one.
25 to hit on the second one.
That hits.
And I rolled a 10, so that's 15 on the second hit.
15.
And I rolled 25 to hit on the third one.
That's a hit.
And
oh, damn.
Only a 4, so for 9 points of damage on the third beam.
3 beams smash into the creature, just like it kind of stumbles. You can see again, heavily weakened by Ayla's attacks. These blows deal significant damage to it as well, stumbling back.
And then I'm going to cast Far Step on myself, which means I can teleport 60 foot to an unoccupied space I can see, and do this on each of my turns as a bonus action while I have the spell up. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm going to bamf over to this side of to the other side of where the unlocked thing is. And then,
it's teleport, so you don't provoke opportunity attacks.
I'm going to start moving, so I'll still have my movement, so I'm going to walk.
So you teleported to here, right?
Yeah, I teleported to the door, this open door that she walked through.
Okay, if you move out of this spot, her hair will still be able to reach you. She'll still get an opportunity attack. There's a 15-foot reach.
So where was I before? I was there. Can I see? I'm gonna do it because I can't quite get there, can I? From where I was.
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's fine. It's
point that I see. No.
If you've got Hexblade's thing, like this is the start of your turn, you can always Hexblade. Because it's the start of a new turn, so you get a new reaction back. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's just I just wanted to know before you rolled. I was like, okay, I was ready to roll it, but yeah, just it was just to check. But okay, let's see if she hits. That is going to be a 20. Because you only want to use it if she hits. That's a 24 to hit. Yep.
That hit. I rolled a 3, so she's got me.
So she does hit you this time. Okay. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, and you're going to take 4 points of force damage. A con saving throw, please.
4 points of force damage. Con saving throw. 19 plus 3, so 22.
Okay, so when this hair tentacle strikes you, you feel this scratch of a needle against your arm as it does so, and you feel like a toxin enter into your bloodstream, and it tries to stiffen and seize your muscles up, but you manage to and you kind of shake it, and Tiangong does some magic to help purge the system, and you press forward kind of thing. But yeah, this felt like a paralyzing agent as she stepped forward and just managed to get past it.
Okay, Far Step is a concentration spell.
So you will need to make a
but
concentration
I also
check.
I've got Warcaster, so I get advantage on that.
You get advantage, and the DC is only going to be 10. Because it was very low.
Okay. 15 is my highest, so
fine.
I'm good.
Easy.
Okay. And before we finish, Mark, I just want to say I really appreciate how much this feels like the Borg Queen, and I love this. I'm living my best Star Trek fantasy, and I'm having the best time. Thank you.
Sure.
Carry on killing us. Goodbye.
Thanks. Okay. On
Oh,
her
and
turn.
I'm sorry, I'm going to saunter off a little bit. Sorry, I was still going to move, into this second room here.
Oh, yeah.
That was the other thing I was going to do.
That's right, because you still have some
I was
movement
gonna
left.
move in here.
When you step down into the chamber, there you see these 3 large resin clear orbs. Again, they contain almost like bottled lightning. You can see energy flowing within them, almost like this kind of nebulous blue energy that occasionally pulses and crackles like lightning. It seems to be siphoning off. There is something in the central orb of these 3. You see a long staff. Black, made from like a black material. It has blue gems and lines of power traced all along it that seems to pulse and twist. The staff itself has several sections that seem to break away from itself and like hover around it, and then they sink back in almost like they're magnetized, and they release, move around. Like sections of it kind of break away and connect. And stood over a console, you see a kind of shimmering blue figure of a humanoid. You've seen Eterna's humanoid forms before, so it is not a surprise to you. This is an Eterna's humanoid form. They appear in the visage of a tall, bald, older-looking elf in black and blue robes. Like their color scheme of their whole glowing visage is black and blue. And they are just kind of like furrowing their brow and examining a console. They're not interacting with it, but they're just sort of looking over it. And sensing that somebody's entered the chamber, they turn around. And you can see that their face is withered, very plain, but it looks worn, but very plain. There's no real features, no eyebrows. It's completely hairless, and just long pointed ears, piercing eyes, and a very sort of narrow, thin nose. Would you mind? The disruptions outside are proving to be quite distracting, is all they say when you enter.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing that I'm out of stuff.
I mean, it's 6 seconds. I just want to keep moving through the combat. I don't want to have too long conversations in 6 seconds. So I think that by the time you've moved in and looked, that's like the end of the time. But you'll certainly have time to do stuff. On her turn, it's her turn, so she gets a reaction back. Sensing that perhaps she doesn't maybe have as much to worry about as previously thought. The barbarian will be released soon. I should deal with you first. Lucius Elenasto, I believe, isn't it? I'm quite fascinated by your study of magic. Perhaps we will have an opportunity to study you later. She's going to click her fingers and is going to cast a spell. Do you have less than 150 hit points, Lucius?
You know I do.
Do you wish to do anything as a reaction, Lucius?
I feel like I should really try. So I'm going to try and counterspell it at... I don't like this.
This is not a spell you have encountered before, so I don't want to give you any clues as to the level.
7th level.
I need you to roll a d20 plus your charisma modifier, please.
Oh no.
14.
You send out the magic, hoping that it's going to disperse whatever spell she's conjuring, but it breaks away. Like fragile glass, like blue and orange planes of glass, the magic is broken by force. You are stunned, Lucius. No saving throw because you are under the hit point amount. You are stunned, which basically means, no turn, basically. You can make a constitution saving throw at the end of each turn to undo it. That's going to be
better
her
than I
action.
thought it was going to be.
That's going to be her action. Yeah, I'm not going to power word kill you. Come on. Not yet. That's Zarkira's thing. She holds up another hand to her ear and just say, like, we are encountering resistance. Is Falagor on his way? Excellent. Have the security team briefed. I want them caught alive. I do wish to study several of them. One of them has an Eterna. It will prove very useful. That's what you overhear. Lucius, you are stunned, I'm afraid. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
14.
14. You are still stunned. Just
Okie dokie.
dazed, your mind reeling from this overwhelm of magic that kind of overwhelms you. Sentry and Quill.
You've had a bit of a thinky, Ree?
I'm really trying to see what I can do.
Well, I'm going to give you a little bit more time to think. As you guys are there, you see the red dragon touches something on the console, and a flickering image of a person you recognize fills their console. You see a dark-haired woman with bladed wings in a long red robe, kind of like a hologram and an illusion of her projected into the bridge's command. Commander Zakira. Your request to dock has been approved. Is your team coming on board? And the projected illusion responds just like, I am already aboard, Captain. I'm making my way. Where is Emperor Valkyrian's daughter? I'm here to personally escort her aboard my ship for extra protection. Well, I currently have her on the bridge, Commander, but this is very irregular. The Emperor assured me that we would be keeping her aboard the Tassadar. No doubt you are aware of the infiltrators aboard. Do you now think that it is advisable to keep her in such an environment? Well, but Commander, are you questioning the Lord Emperor's orders, sir? No, of course not. Of course, Her Majesty will be very well protected aboard the Serpent's Coil, but the honor of looking after the lady is well... And then you see the dragon kind of falters and stutters, like, I will prepare for your arrival, Commander. And the image kind of dissipates.
Oh, God. Hey, so I know the rules of the Wayfinder's Guide. The plane shift on the Wayfinder's Guide means I can't just use that to teleport to the engineering room with the book. However, I do have the spell plane shift. Would that
the problem
work?
with the spell plane shift is you need to have a rod attuned to the plane you want to travel to. You don't have a rod attuned to the material plane.
Good point.
It would be the problem is also the questioning thing is you guys are currently in the ethereal plane.
I think
if you were to travel to the material plane, the etherealness would end. The etherealness spell would just end.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I was thinking of, coming out of etherealness and then basically using plane shift to bamf ourselves over.
No, plane shift isn't like
it's
not like a teleport spell in that regard, really. You have to travel to another plane of existence.
Okay. Ree, what are you thinking, just real quick out of interest?
I think Sentry being Sentry, after hearing that Zarkira's coming on board, I think Sentry would now want to go in there and get Valla out, because who knows what Zarkira is going to do to her. Like, we need to get Valla out. We need to get in there.
Yeah, I'm following you at this point, Sentry.
Oh, don't put her.
No, I mean, like,
put it on me.
It's either we leave Valla and go down to engineering on our own, which will be very slow because we're ethereal right now, or we just go into the room. So I'm like, that seems like the best option at this point. Somehow.
We can only try what we can try, right? We need this, yeah. Vala's life's in danger.
Do you guys want to try it? Do you want to go in, because I'll say I'll group you, Rana, and Sentry. You're all basically acting around the same time, so we'll just have you guys all do whatever you want to do, and then potentially, roll up another combat for you guys to be in, depending on how things go. But if you guys want to go in there and unetherealness, We can do that.
I could totally do that. Me, Sentry, Rana, and maybe Valla against a bridge of people.
Well, the only ones that you think are any threat are the Aerois, the Celestial, the Captain, the Red Dragon, and wherever Maximilian decides to throw his lot in. You know?
This is great fun.
It is fun, right? You're having fun. Everyone's having fun, right?
Ree, you want to do this?
I'm having a great time.
I think, let's do it. Let's do it. I think Sentry's going to put a big old hand on Quill's shoulder and be like, let's go. We need to do this. Let's go. Go time. Like
a boombox comes out of your chest and then starts playing music. Right. In that case, we'll go up, ready weapons, and then I will cancel Etherealness.
So here's the thing as well, by the way, right? You guys, as soon as you ready yourselves, Rana is right there with you. As soon as you ready yourselves and you push through into the room, the Aerois, the Planetar, both immediately look at you like they can see you. And they're just like, Captain, intruders on the bridge. And they begin readying weapons. You drop Etherealness, you come out of it. There is like chaos. Like the bridge crew is immediately like, there are a couple of guards and things, but they're just like, what? The captain is like completely, he's like turning around like, what is this? How did they get aboard? Like in stunned amazement. But the Aerois and the Planetar, she's a Celestial, are both sort of immediately just like, they're here to kidnap Her Majesty. That's the point when Valla makes the move she's been waiting for, and she sprints out like they're not watching her, and before they can grab her or do anything, she runs towards the three of you, and that's where we're going to roll initiative on that side of things.
Everyone there, yeah.
Roll.
What I'll do is I'll transfer your initiatives from the other thing, but have you guys go first, basically, as a sort of surprise round.
Split party combat. Good God.
Yes.
Canceling the spell, is that just a free action? Just
yes,
it off?
Completely free action to do. So hang on, I gotta track everyone's initiative from the previous one and add it into this one.
Only on high rollers.
Potentially have like a turn to do something, maybe.
Yes, yeah, you will. You 100% will.
Okay.
I've got fucking Rana.
So you've got 3 healers on your team. Enjoy those. We've got none.
Yeah, we did somehow end up with all the healers in the ethereal team.
It's fine. She only wants to really experiment on us.
It's really fantastic. It's going well.
You're going to be kept alive. You guys are fine.
Exactly. We're just going to be turned into Borg. That's all.
I might leave this room and try and get a third combat going.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, do it. Do it. I'll go an event. You go
TPK. TPK.
How's the Stormchaser crew getting on? Are they in combat right now? Let's see how they're doing.
Let me put it this way. How good will you guys feel if/when you pull this off and you rescue Valla? How good will you feel?
It's going to be
pretty great.
I'm just really excited.
I feel pretty fucking awesome
right now.
I'm genuinely so excited.
Just not feeling positive about it right now.
Because the Aerois and the Planetar could see you coming, they're still going to act on their regular initiative. The rest of the Dragon, Maximilian, everybody else doesn't get to act this turn.
Okay.
Rana will clock the other angel and the devil. She will just basically say, get the girl, and she's just going to rush into combat to try and engage them so that it's harder for them to break away. So she flies directly forward and clashes blades with the other angel, who looks at her in absolute disgust. There's a real traitor moment from Star Wars.
Okay.
As the two of these are going to clash blades. So Rana makes 2 melee attacks. First one is a hit. Second one is going to be a miss. Oh, that's interesting. They only have resistance against radiant. So that's going to be 7 plus, so 7 normal damage to the Planetar, and then 9, 13, 16, so 8 points of radiant damage to the Planetar from the first attack. And then Rana makes a second. Oh, she missed on the second attack. That was right. But she's now engaging them both. So she's kind of like rushed forward. Where she's rushed past where Valla has run up. She's pushed past them and is now in between Valla and the Aerois and the Planetar. Valla is behind Rana, but rushing towards you, basically. Okay. The Planetar will immediately kind of look. She doesn't want to put Valla in danger. That's the one thing that she's like absolutely not going to do. But you can see she's furious with this angel in front of her. How dare you betray the Emperor? And then she's going to clash blades with Rana. Same thing, I think. She's just going to attack back. That's going to be a hit. Followed by a miss as well. Same thing kind of reversed here. This, however, is considerably more damage coming back. She strikes a lot harder than Rana does. So that's going to be 12, 18, 19, 26 points of slashing damage, followed by 5d8 radiant.
That is a lot.
3, 7, 11.
It's okay.
17 halved to 8 against Rana. So Rana takes this heavy blow. The blinding light, every time they smash together, light just kind of flaring off against them. The next person to act out of you guys would be you, Sentry. So we'll do like a round of you guys, then we'll jump back to the others.
Cool.
Alrighty. So this might not work, but I want to give it a try anyway and just see what happens. Can I channel my divinity and cast Turn the Faithless and see who I can get to go away?
What? Read it out to me, because I never remember how this one works.
Okay, so I present my holy symbol. Each Fey or fiend within 30 feet of me that can hear you must make a Wiz saving throw. On a failure, the creature is turned for a minute or until it takes damage.
There is at least one fiend in the room, which is the Aerois. She is a fiend. So what saving throw and what's the DC?
Oh, Wiz 16.
Wisdom of 16. Does she have magic resistance? She does. So, saying that this isn't. Oh, other magical effects. Yeah, okay, I'll say that this counts then. Wisdom. Okay. So that was a 9 and then a 20 were the two rolls, because she has magic resistance. So the effect kind of pulses out from you. She does kind of shield herself for a moment, and it's just like, I don't know what you are, but that light is going to affect you. That is not going to help you. And then she kind of brushes it away and pulls out like this slender rapier-like blade. But you sort of like try and summon this light. Is that an action to use Turn the Faithless?
That's an action, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to move up? Like, there's probably about 10 feet to where Valla is.
Yeah, I'd like to move closer to Valla if possible, please. And can I bonus action cast Staggering Smite?
Okay. Yep. Absolutely.
Nice.
So you cast that. When you get close to Valla just yells out to you and Quill, basically, just like, you just have to buy me a few seconds. Just give me a few seconds. And you can see she is like holding this red sort of purple energy in her hands that she's like, as she's started to move, she's starting to summon this thing, but she's you can see her deeply concentrating, like she's trying to do something.
Okay.
The Aerois, the devil woman, will rush to engage you, Sentry, so she flies towards you, basically. Just comes in with 3 rapid attacks trying to strike at you. The first one is going to be a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, that is going to be... Excuse me, I got a lot of damage to do here. This is one-handed, so we are looking at 8 slashing damage, and then... do you have poison resistance, Sentry?
I do, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to take... Oh, this is D8s. So 8 slashing damage, and then 16 poison, half to 8 poison damage. That's the first attack.
Yep.
Second attack is a 22, so that's going to be the same thing. That's going to hit. That's going to be another 9 slashing damage, and then 17 poisoned, half to 8 poison damage again. And then the final attack is only an 18. So this one you managed to... And then the last one you managed to block and parry away, preventing it from striking. But she kind of sets herself into you almost in like a duelist's pose with the rapier kind of outstretched.
Nice.
She just snaps back to the dragon like, don't just stand there! Bring in more reinforcements! The dragon is like stunned by everything that's going on. Quill.
So with a bonus action, I want to harness Divine Power to get a level 3 spell slot back. And then I want to combo up with Sentry and put my holy symbol next to hers and also do an Arcane Abjuration. Okay. I want to double this up. More power. All holy.
What does it do? It's the same sort of thing?
Celestials, elementals, fays, or fiends that can see or hear me.
So this is... So I'm assuming you would want to exclude Rana from this, because Rana is a celestial.
I don't think I can exclude.
Okay, all right. So wisdom saving throws all round then.
DC 19?
Oh.
Well, luckily, Rana rolls a 19, so she's going to succeed. Planetar, natural 20. Aerois, 17 plus 6, 23. The light explodes out from you, but seemingly no effect.
Oh, what, it was a 19. Oh, man. Okay, that's it. That's me. That's
23. So you guys have gone. You and Sentry are next to Valla, who you can see is trying to channel the spell. Rana is kind of a little bit ahead of you, fighting against the Planetar. Back in the engineering section, Moonstar, seeing Lucius basically stunned against this thing, will desperately try and help her bro. She's going to use her grapple launcher. She kind of points up in the ceiling, fires out like a grapple, and swings away from the Ice Devil, not provoking opportunity attacks because of the grapple launcher. Moves next to Lucius. She can't really stop you from being stunned is the only problem, but she can see that this woman is a spellcaster, so she's going to try and silence her with her little projectile slime thing. Fortunately, she misses with the attack, kind of just flies back, but she's like shaking like, Lucius, come on, snap out of it, as she's shaking onto you, Lucius. We go to Ayla at the top.
Hello, can I please try and smash my way out of this?
You can. So make an attack roll. This is going to be one of your attacks against the section in front of you. Each 10-foot section has an AC and hit points.
22.
That will hit.
Okay. 17 damage.
17 points of damage. The first hit cracks the section in front of you, this heavy, deep crack, but not enough to shatter it.
Would my aura give out a pulse of lightning that could potentially... I was just wondering if that would...
Yeah. I mean, you could try.
Sure.
I think if... bonus actions, I don't know if you can take in between attacks. I think you can move in between attacks, but not bonus action.
Oh, okay.
So you'll need to do the second attack first.
Oh, no, that's 16 to hit.
That hits. I mean, it's a giant wall of ice. It's not hard to hit.
It's a wall. Yeah.
Yep. Barn door, etc.
20 points of damage.
So with that, the second attack, this section of ice wall collapses in front of you. It does leave this incredibly intense, frigid air that you would have to move through. But you are free and open to the world to move as you wish.
I will use a charge on me hammer to leap 60 feet. Well, not quite 60 feet, but just to leap across to this side of this bad boy over here.
Okay.
And he's in my aura now. Can I just give him a little zap?
He is. Can you make a con save for me? Even though you're jumping through it, that frigid air left by the wall, you just...
nat 20.
Nat 20.
Nat
okay,
20.
Half damage. So I think this will be that much, especially to Ayla. 4, 9, 13. So 13 cold damage. Halved is 6 cold damage. So just 6 points of cold damage as you leap through the air and then bam, land down. And I'll say, you can absolutely make the cowardly ice devil make a dex saving throw. As a natural 20, natural 20 plus 7, 27. So half damage to him.
19 damage, so half of 19.
Would be 9 because it'd be 18. So you land behind him and you almost hear like a groan or a disappointment as from this devil as you land behind him, and he's like, no. And then blast him with lightning. He's like,
Nice try, buddy.
End of your turn, Ayla?
Not good enough. End of my turn.
End of your turn. I need to check attacks against a stunned creature, I believe, have advantage. Stunned. Creature is incapacitated. C condition. Can't move and can speak falteringly. Automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Have advantage. And then incapacitated. Can't take actions or reactions. Yeah, okay. So it's not paralyzed. So this thing, kind of fearing that Ayla is behind him, is going to probably... if he disengages, he's just going to follow. He's going to attack Lucius. Unfortunately, this would be the devilish thing to do. Attack the weaker target.
I'm right here.
Yeah, but he's hit you and you didn't seem that bothered, so he's going for the easy target here. So with advantage, that is going to be a 24 to hit you, Lucius. Boop. 12 points of piercing damage. Okay. 8 cold damage. Do you have any cold resistance naturally? I think you can do it as a reaction, can't you? But
I'm stunned.
Not in it. You're stunned, yeah. So that was the bite, and then claw with advantage. It's only a 15.
That still hits.
Oh dear. It's going to be 10 points of slashing damage, and then 6 more cold damage.
Okay.
And then tail. 23 is going to be a hit for 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Oh my god, cold damage, so bad. 7 cold damage.
Oh, what a shame. Cool.
Bam, 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 bam. So as you're just stood there, you just being knocked around by this thing behind you that doesn't even, you can't even see or sense. You just feel your body in pain arcing through you. Yeah, this thing is just gonna, it's just, that's it. Nova.
Hello.
Hello.
I think 2 things I'm going to do, but I'm not sure of the action economy of it. One is I'd like to Eldritch Blast the Ice Devil, which I believe I can do from where I am, but also try and talk to Tassadar and get Tiangong to talk to Tassadar as well. But I'm not sure of the, what's an action, what's a bonus action, what's any of that, I don't know.
Well, speaking is generally a free action, but it's restrained to about 6 seconds of discussion, so...
okay.
Yeah, so make your Eldritch Blast attacks. Let's do the mechanical stuff first.
Okay. I've got a 21 on the first blast.
That will hit.
21 to hit. I rolled a 9, so 9 plus 5 is 14 points of damage. Yos. Second one is a 23 to hit, and then a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 points on the second blast. And 16 to hit.
Doesn't hit. You can see that the first 2 blasts nearly just break this ice devil apart. You can see it's barely on its last legs, but the last attack, it just manages to kind of deflect with one of its claws. It kind of knocks it aside, and the blast goes wide, not quite striking true. In terms of there is definitely communication happening between Tiangong and Tassadar, but it's not verbal. There's sort of the figure looks around, kind of looks down at the sword, looks at you, looks at the sword, and then seems to furrow its brow, sort of begins thinking. There's clearly some sort of communication there, just what are you doing here? What are you doing, humanoid? It looks at you when it's speaking.
I've brought Tiangong here. I want to reunite the triumvirate. I want to free you.
Ah, well,
A noble enough endeavor. The triumvirate, however, will be difficult to reunite. In terms of freeing me, you seem to be mistaken. You seem to believe that I am some sort of prisoner here. Free me from what?
I know that you are operating under the Valkyrian Emperor's, in partnership with the Valkyrian Emperor. However, you must know his mission is doomed. He's not going to succeed in his war against Hadar, and we have proof. You are on the losing side.
Well, there is no winning side, my dear. The calculations are very clear. Hadar simply cannot be defeated currently. The best option we have is to currently keep delaying it to enable life to continue as long as possible.
And Starbane's plan is only going to speed it up.
Okay. That's where you get in 6 seconds.
I'm just going to bamf a little bit. On the map, are these kind of like these things here? Are they the
the crystal orbs? Yeah, that's where Tassadar is currently.
I'm just going to use a little movement just to tuck myself around. So, if something I just have a little bit of cover.
Sure.
So I'm just going to move into the room.
Sure. I think that the other two seem to be more concerned with the immediate threats at the moment. They do not seem to mind that you're having a chit-chat. They are more concerned with the angry barbarian lady in their face. At the end of your turn, Nova.
I'm doing my best.
Doing your best. All right, we've used this. Still got that, but don't want to use that just yet. That could be a problem. You're all elves. She doesn't really have an easier way. She'd probably do this. So the High Engineer will simply sort of move her way around, leaving Lucius for now, keeping herself a good 15 feet away from Ayla. Basically three of these like hair tentacles, Ayla, come towards you, trying to smack you as you are in fighting position. She's also going to cast... She can do that at the end of these attacks, actually. So first attack is a 28 to hit.
Yup.
6 points of force damage, so no resistance on that. And can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
That is 18 plus 9. Oh, I have a plus 9 to con save.
Very high.
My God.
She's hoping that enough attacks might be able to wear you down. 17 is a miss, I believe, against you.
Yes, it's a miss.
And then a 23 to hit you.
That'll hit.
That's another 7 points of force damage and another Constitution saving throw, please.
Please. That is a 9 plus 9, 18.
You feel your body
fuck.
seize up as you do so.
Fantastic.
As this thing scratches your arm. It's not too much of a blow. This thing just is a tiny scratch. And for a second, you kind of just feel delirious. And then, your body's just not moving as you want it to. You hear an audible sigh of relief from the Ice Devil as it senses that you can no longer move. Can I still communicate via messenger ring if I'm Yes, you can still think, you just can't take any actions. You can still think, but you cannot take any physical actions or anything like that. So you are paralyzed. Okay. And again, you do get to make a saving throw at the end of each turn with another Constitution saving throw. So you got high chances of saving out.
Oh God, yeah.
Then at the end of all of those attacks, she will cast Magic Missile on Moonstar, which is a thing she can do. So 5, 7, 10 points of damage to Moonstar. Moonstar takes a pummeling as a barrage of blasts slam into her, sending us kind of sprawling. Lucius.
Con save, yeah?
Saving throw. Con save, please, mate.
All right, mate. Here we go. Natural fucking 20.
Hey! And you did!
You fucking called it!
Awesome.
So you see, I think it's a mixture, right, for Lucius, because he stood there stunned, like your mind's reeling. You hear like Ayla like fighting and then go silent, and then you sense like Moonstar like cry out in pain, and that's probably gonna, that's a thing where you. And then the stun kind of snaps back in, reality becomes clear, your vision becomes where you can move again, but it is unfortunately at the end of your turn that happens. Meanwhile, after that dramatic turn, we cut back to the bridge.
Yeah.
And this time, everybody seems to be ready now. This is the stun of the events that transpired have worn off, and now everybody is preparing themselves.
Oh my god! Hey, Mark.
Yes.
On saying everyone on the bridge is ready, would that be a good time to take a break? Because otherwise, this turn is going to last forever.
Yeah, I just realized it's past. Man, when you've got like lots of big epic combats going, it's easy to just be like, I don't want to stop. Let's just go. Oh god, probably should take a break.
Double combat. This is so cool, but also so stressful. I'm big stress right now.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Don't worry. We got this.
Yeah,
I'm having the best time.
I mean,
stressing.
It's gonna be fun.
This is exciting.
Big old fingers crossed.
So excited.
Big old fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Take this chance.
Big old fingies.
Viewers, go grab a drink, go to the bathroom, and don't miss it. Come straight back, because you definitely don't want to miss this one. Father's Day is just around the corner, and nothing says, I love you, Dad, more than a world-class trimmer for his own natural 20s. You heard that right. The Lawnmower 3.0 from Manscaped is the best body hair trimmer on the market. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels, and you can get 20% off and free shipping by going to manscaped.com and using code HIGHROLLERS. Have you ever seen a nose bush sticking out of your dad's nose? Well, included in this new package is the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, which is waterproof and uses a 9,000 RPM motor-powered 360-degree rotary dual blade system. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com with code HIGHROLLERS. And don't forget to show your dad some love this Father's Day with his own little body trimmer. Isn't that just a wonderful gift from Manscaped?
Cool. I am going to read some donations during this quick little break, and we'll get back to the combat as soon as we can. Oh my god. We had a donation before the stream began from Crispy. It was a half hundo. Thank you very much. Viva la VOD Squad. Best of luck with the rest of the mission this week. I'll enjoy it once I manage to scrub the images of mostly naked Lucius out of my brain and eyeballs. Thanks very much, Fail. Oh no, that was gorgeous. That was beautiful. Hell yeah. Mere Kitty has donated a quarter hundo, and they say, finally able to watch live again, so giving a bit extra today to celebrate. Can't wait to see you guys. Hopefully get out of this safe and sound. Good luck. Well, it's getting, I mean, it's been spicy for a very long time, but it just got spicier. Kakuyan? Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Is it with a quarter hundo? Hi, gang. Just wanted to say hi and thank you. I started watching Aerois in early February and finally caught up a few weeks ago. Mark, the way you've created, the way you've creatively used established D&D lore to make such a unique world is inspiring and helps my DMing a lot. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Nice. The Creeper Boy with a quarter hundo. It's a 2-part donation for a total of 50, a half hundo. Thank you very much. Part 1, High Rollers from the USA. I've spent the last 2 precious months watching Aerois from start till now. Caught up last week. I cannot wait till the Stormchasers start slaying gods, I hope. Yeah, that's a thing we have to do still. Thanks for reminding me. Anyway, hope the wings do help out. Part 2 has questions. I ain't here yet. Question 1. How come no other NPC is shocked that Quill has a stormy vortex for an eyeball? I mean, it's a universe in which people have fire for hair and stuff, right? Like,
also, I think it's only ever stormy when you use the eye. I don't think it's like always like a massive storm in the eye. I think it's like it looks cloudy, but it doesn't look like there's an actual storm raging in it until you use it.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah. Question 2: what is Lucius's favorite art style? I've got no idea. Don't know. Question 3 for Mark. As a blooming DM, I had the idea of implementing Godzilla and Kong into my own world, or something like that. How would you do it? I mean, the
Tarrasque kind of already is that sort of thing anyway. Like, if you look up the Tarrasque, it's basically like D&D Godzilla Kaiju. Check that out.
Yeah, find similar monsters and go nuts.
Reskin them. That's it. Find a high CR, huge gargantuan creature, and then just reskin it.
And then
Always
triple
the
their health.
Yeah.
Grandmaster DJ, almost read that as Grindmaster DJ. Let me know which one it is. With a double dono, and they say, no dreams this week, but I've been listening from the start while I drive, so I do have a question. Mark, how do you handle scaling? For example, what if the party decided to go back to Rose Hall and clear the Ghost Mansion? Would they just breeze through, or would you scale it up so it'd be still challenging?
The way that I would try and do it is think about like, well, would the stuff there still be relevant? Like maybe the lady, I can't even remember her name. Maybe the ghost has dissipated, or maybe something has happened, or somebody else has come along and done something, right? Like the PCs decided not to investigate it. They went away. If they come back, I wouldn't just have it exactly the same as when they were originally going to go into it. Something's happened. Maybe now that the Valkyrian Empire is like found a way into Aerois, maybe they've taken it over and it's now, guarded by powerful Valkyrian agents, or maybe something other undead have spawned there or something, or she's become more powerful. But also I think that there's something funny to the idea of like the party going back and just absolutely crushing and destroying everything in there. But they're not going to get a level out of it. They're not going to get any good magic items out of it.
Yeah,
like, it would just be a tick off.
Going in there for is something from when we were level 4 or whatever it was. Yeah. So, like,
irrelevant now.
Dump it. Then again, Wyvern armor. So,
Wyvern armor.
And to finish that one, also, I'm excited for high level spell clash. I have around 30-ish characters left, and I don't know. There you go. There you go. And I'll just do this final one. Hobbs the Tiger donated with new plan. Seduce Captain Dragon Person, get them to seduce Zarkira, then get Valla to cast Break Zarkira's big old ship. Profit. Ask Maxi Boy for some change, and then get real lucky on the slot machine, which casts spell Make Hadar Nice Boy. Profit. I'm loving
good plan.
This casino strat every single week. Thank you very much, everybody. I will very quickly.
Yes. I'll check the old, see if we've got any bits and stuff to mention while we do that. Where's staff room? There it is. Thank you very much. While we get in Tommy back, thank you very much for the gifty subs from Being Wolfie, J Danger 87, Dr. Miller, D Miller 18141, Dork Loves Sports, and Nightjar. Wow, what an amazing person. Literally, Nightjar put that in her own message to me. HR Bits, thank you very much. Trumpole and Anonymous Cheerer for the $20. We also had Yogs Dono from Olorenve, no message. Just had a bunch of stuff. Recall 36 months was a resub and had a cool message. Holy Ice Knife dodging Batman 3 whole years already. Surely this means I can get child support on these 4 Twitch babies now. Wow. No is the answer to that, Recall. Thank you very much. That's we just gotta wait for Tommy to get back. Is everyone, everyone's taking a minute, feeling relaxed. He's trot stuff in his face. You got biscuits? You got enough to share?
I don't know why everyone's so worried, to be honest. It's
You're fine, Kim.
The one round the corner not being hit.
Have you lost any hit points?
Oh, maybe you should have teleported away. With my 50 teleport spells.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's all I am.
Easy for Nova to say. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't have the luxury of running away.
Lucius is just
I sent a message around saying, I sent a message around saying, does anyone want any of these magical items? And nobody replied. I realized one of the magical items was a helm of teleportation, and that could have been really good on someone else right now.
Shame no one's attuned to it, eh?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Don't have any space.
I'm out of slots. Yeah, that's the problem,
well,
right?
you know, sometimes you got to
stuff.
ditch some items. You know, sometimes it's like, you know what?
You just want us to get rid of
this thing.
messenger rings. You're just like,
Yeah.
get rid of the
That's
messenger rings.
100% why I need to
Get rid of
them.
messenger rings.
I was one of those ones where I'm just like, lesson learned. No messenger rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take the
too
trade.
good an item. It's a way
I'll
too
take
good
the
an
trade.
item.
Wayfinder's Guide for messenger rings. Hell yeah.
Well, that's because I killed your god and I took away many of your other clerical abilities. So.
Yeah, I mean, the cost was a little bit higher than Wayfinder's Guide, I'll admit. But
Killed your god.
Yeah. Well, it's a temporary cost, that's why. It's only temporary.
Yeah. We'll see how this episode goes. It might be permanent.
It might be permanent. We'll see. Right. Jumping back into it, into our split combat mega epic rescue battle.
Oh, good God.
Up on the bridge, we see Quill, Sentry, and Rana desperately trying to fend off two very elite bodyguards. The captain, the Red Dragon humanoid form captain of the Tassadar, and potentially Maximilian Taldros, Knight of Gideon as well. Desperately trying to protect Valla. Rana continues to just have a sword battle with the other Planetar. All she can do is keep this Planetar engaged and stop her from really kind of coming round to attack the other two. Like she's kind of just engaging her to keep her busy as best she can.
I'll take it.
You will. I've got to get the other battle up here. There we go.
I will.
19 just manages to strike. I got to get damages here.
66.
So that's going to be 14 points of damage to the Planetar, followed by 48 of radiant damage, which is halved because of resistance. 7, 8... 14, 7 more points of radiant damage to the Planetar. These two are just like, every time they clash, there's just these bright bursts of light as they do so. That was first attack. Second attack is a natural 20. Rana scores a big epic swing.
Hell yeah.
Clashes in. That's going to be 12 plus 18. It's 18. This is 22. 22
Best way
damage.
to get crazy good rolls is to make Mark fight Mark.
Yeah, it's the best way. And then I've got to crit her radiant damage as well. So 48 max was a 16, 32, 32. That's a 40. That's 47. 50.
It's going insane.
55 points of radiant damage, but then you half that. That's 25, 27. Hey, so
what do the numbers mean?
Huge blow, just like you don't know what you're fighting for. Do you really think that Valkyrian is doing what's best for the world? Kind of smashing, like shit talking each other as they do so. The Planetar strikes back. Fighting each other. Two big greatsword swings coming in. That's a 30 to hit. That's easily going to be a hit.
Oh my god.
There's an 8. There's an 8 plus 5. This is 13. 20 points of damage. Then 5d8.
He's just having his own little game here. Should we just?
I don't want to be. 18, 25 halved. What's 25 halved? That's 17. No, 25. Yeah, 17.
I'd watch an entire episode of Mark fight Mark.
That's a hit. This is a 4.
I don't think it would last the whole episode. I think you just fall apart.
Yeah. You just collapse.
It already sounds like he's gone a bit crazy.
I have gone crazy.
He's just muttering occasionally.
15.
It's that strand of hair for me. That's when you know he's like really like.
Rana looks heavily injured as the Planetar is clearly a more well-trained, older, more powerful celestial being. Rana's desperately just trying to strike these blows and keep her off you, but you can see these deep gouges. She's bleeding profusely, heavily injured, like cuts all down her arms, against her torso, torn through everything, just in a bad looking shape. She doesn't look like she can survive another few seconds of this battle. as it goes on. Maximilian Taldros, this tall, quite tall, 6.5 feet tall, grey-skinned, red flame-like hair spilling down his back, just strides towards you. Just, Keelek Adkalar, what are you doing? Her Highness is safest here. What do you think you are doing with all of this? What is your hope here?
Taking Valla back home with us, where she will absolutely be safer.
Safer than here on the Tassadar? You don't understand what's at stake. Surrender! This is madness! You can't possibly hope to defeat all of us here. Surrender now! I give you this one chance, as a man of honor.
I can't do that, Maximilian. I'm going to raise my staff to him.
You test me. My oaths as a Knight of Gideon will not allow you to take Her Highness away from me. I was sworn to protect her, and protect her I shall. Sentry.
Okay. I'll strike back at the Aerois.
The Aerois is right in your face, by the way. She is blades crossed with you.
Yeah, I'll just say you will not touch her. And a roll to attack her. I'm going to do my driven to purpose as well to try and make sure I really do hit her. Okay. It's a D20 and a D4. No, you gotta be kidding me!
What the actual?
Second attack.
So mad.
Let's, it happens sometimes.
No! It's not happening this round, my guy.
It happens
a
lot.
I honestly, I think that, Ayla and Nova have been hitting so hard. It was eventually someone was going to roll low. And, of course, it's Rhiannon.
Let her roll again. Come on.
I mean,
roll again.
She can roll, but it's not an official attack. But if you want to roll and see, Rhiannon, but I don't want
to. No, because then it might be a nat 20, and then I'm I wasted it.
I wasted it, exactly. That's why I wouldn't do it. You just desperately try and get through this Aerois' defenses, but she is just parrying you every chance. Kind of just blocking each strike. She is the Empress. She is the Princess of the Valkyrian Empire. You are the kidnappers here. She looks to you. The dragon, in fact, it's the Aerois' go. The Aerois will make 2 attacks against you, Sentry. Would she? Quill did move up next to you. She's going to split some of her attacks. She's going to attack Quill twice and attack you once, Sentry, because she can see that Quill is a spellcaster.
Can I protect Quill on the first hit?
So use your reaction to protect Quill.
Yeah.
All right, disadvantage. That's going to miss because of the disadvantage. That's only a 10 to hit Quill. So Sentry manages to block it and prevent the first attack from hitting you. Second attack.
No.
Oh, for
God's not, is it?
No!
It is.
Oh, God.
Fuck's sake.
It's fine. It's going to be fine, guys. It's going to be fine.
Be great.
That is 15 points of slashing damage, and then a lot of poison damage. Unless, are you doing a thing?
Who, me?
Yeah. I heard an and I thought that was an I'm going to do something Okay.
There's nothing I can do.
15 points of slashing damage, and then it's going to be 8, 16, 24, 31 points of poison damage. So as you deflect the first one away, Sentry, the second blade slides in along your shield and just cuts into Quill's neck, and this kind of heavily envenomed blade just kind of flicks at his throat, striking a deadly blow. And then she turns the last attack against you. That's going to be only a 20 to hit you.
Doesn't hit.
You managed to deflect that. Your armor keeps that at bay.
Sorry, how much damage to poison again?
31.
Okay, I've got the Wyvern armor.
That's poison resistance, so that's 15.
Poison resistance.
Nice.
Oh my god, that Wyvern armor.
Clutch.
It's paying for itself.
That just paid for itself 100%.
Oh, perfect.
Thanks, Arvel.
Well, lad.
The dragon captain looks around. He immediately reaches to the console that he was at, presses a few buttons. He's just like, This is the captain. We currently have infiltrators aboard the bridge and engineering. Commander Zarkira, if you can hear me, immediately come to our assistance. And then he turns around. It's just like, enough of this foolishness. He points at Sentry, and Sentry's armor glows hot. It begins to glow bright orange with heavy flames. There's no saving throw. This is just heat. This is just heat metal. So, yep. This is just going to be some straight up fire damage.
Nice.
All right.
It was bound
That's
to
13
happen.
points of fire damage, Sentry.
Okay.
And your armor doesn't stop.
To be honest,
it
I'm
is
surprised it
continuing to
hasn't.
glow.
Yeah, imagine Sentry be like crying in pain, just like
It's just like, it's just like built into you.
the pain you can't escape from. She can't like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't do
her whole
anything.
body. Yeah.
The dragon just looks around. He looks at Maximilian, just like, so Maximilian, what are you doing? Kill these two, and kill these three as he gestures to them. And you there is a moment like Maximilian is just sort of like grunts, like you can see that he doesn't, there is like a sense of regret there. Quill.
Maximilian, Zarkira has joined Hadar, and Starbane's plan is doomed. If you really want to protect Valla, join us and come with us.
What? That makes no sense, Key. Like, what are you talking about? How could you possibly know this?
Gifts from the
I don't think
gods,
he knows
from
about the
Hesper. I mean, that's all I can. That's all I can say. Right?
Make a persuasion check for me.
+1. I'm going to portent it. Unnatural 20.
Yeah.
Big boy.
The blade's kind of like raised up. He like looks at you, and like there's this passing moment where I think like he thinks, there's like a long pause as he's thinking, and you can see the blade begins to lower, like it's beginning to drop down, as if like not in surrender, but like in pause. Like you have made him stop and think. And you can see the conflict, like he wants to believe you, but at the same time, like you're kind of saying everything, that it goes against like some of his training and everything else. At the end of the round, Valla, who is this whole time is just concentrating, you can see this young girl has formed like this purple, almost like a nebula, like this kind of shifting kind of stretch of space, like astral space, like the shifting kind of weave, similar to Siaska's hair. You've seen Siaska's hair in this kind of flowing galaxy-like formation, and this shape that she's conjuring in her hands, and she digs her hands into it, and she begins pulling and like stretching, and you can see like, she's like 15, 16, Valla, and she's stretching, and like she's putting all of her strength and tension into widening this gap, and through it you can see the engine room, and you can see the Ice Devil, you see Ayla frozen in place, you can see Lucius just coming out of this command, you can see Moonstar heavily wounded, and Vala's desperately trying to open this gap big enough, and she's trying to stretch it as wide as she can. I need more time, and she's just
Oh god, oh god, oh god, okay.
Meanwhile,
guess this is the other combat now.
into the other combat, Moonstar is going to fire 2 star bolts at the Ice Devil, at the Engineer. She wants to try and knock off any concentration she may have on spells. So that's going to be she does hit, 19 hits on the first one. She misses on the second one, though. So the first star bolt kind of firing them out of her braces. Oh, that's pretty good as well. That's going to be 14 points of damage. Kind of strikes the Engineer, who kind of like looks in her direction. I'll deal with you enough shortly, as she does so. Ayla, you can make a con save against the paralysis at the end of your turn.
Natural 20. Where was that?
Yeah, where was that? But
Oh!
it's better to be free of it, right? So your rage, the lightning in your body, it's almost like the lightning in your blood. In fact, yeah, that's the coolest way to do it, I think. Like whatever toxin is in your blood, you just you just get so angry that the lightning burns the toxin in your own blood. It like evaporates it by burning out your system. And then your limbs come free at the end of your turn. Sadly, at the end of your turn, though.
That's fine.
Sensing his immediate demise, the Ice Devil will try and kill you before you kill him. Just like, and it's going to launch into attacks against Ayla. 15 is going to miss. 18? Miss. Tail. 27. That's going to hit.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. That's going to be 12, 17 bludgeoning damage. So half that to 9, because you're raging. Followed by 13 points of cold damage. So the tail does manage to club you, and again, this freezing ice kind of spills all over you. The Ice Devil is just like, where are those reinforcements? And you can see that he's like looking down the corridor, where you do get to feel the sensation that there is something fiery and angry and big coming your way. You just get this looming sense. Nova.
I'm gonna pop back up to where I can see the Ice Devil. And I'm gonna... Hold on a minute, let me just check that this is right. 5, 10, 15. Yep. And I'm going to start firing again at the Ice Devil, and then I'll go talk to Tassadar again.
Okay.
Yeah, Eldritch Blasting. I'm just... What?
It's funny. I just love it. It's just like pop, bam, bam, bam.
It is
pop.
It is very... I feel like a little bit like Han Solo, just like poo, poo, poo.
Yeah, I love that,
yeah. I rolled a 19 plus 10 is a 29 to hit. And then 6 plus 5 is 11 points of damage? Yeah.
With that, Ayla, just as this thing finishes smacking you with the tail, there is just like a kind of crackle burst of noise and light as a purple beam, or like bluish black beam, pierces through its chest, and it just looks down and then collapses to the floor as that kills the Ice Devil.
I don't think... Yeah, I can't get in a position to see the engineer.
You can't. You could just manage to snipe the Ice Devil, so the other two beams, unfortunately, no targets.
Yeah. I'll pop back, and I'll appeal to Tassadar. I don't know how Tiangong's gotten on with their negotiations, but...
You understand that this is futile, do you not? There are too many forces aboard this vessel. I do not know how you got on board, but... It is highly unlikely. The odds of your survival and success are infinitesimally small. What did you hope to accomplish here?
We are here to take Valla because, listen, Tassadar, add another data point into your logistics. We have a divine who can fight Hadar. However, if you follow through with Starbane's plan, you will only serve to power him up, to make him exponentially stronger. If you join us, you will swing things into our favor.
How would you know this? How would you know this, humanoid? What possible information could you have that could prove that Callus's plan will accomplish what you say?
Think, Tassadar, think! If you feed
I am thinking.
energy,
do not speak down to me, humanoid!
I'm sorry,
am an Eterna. I have existed for millennia, and I have countered all of these logical points. What do you think could possibly achieve this?
The world engine is a huge source of energy and power. Hadar feeds and grows on power. If you feed the world engine, Hadar is going to get stronger, faster.
The calculations have already proven it is a possibility. However, it is also possible that Hadar, being a previously mortal creature in a sense, there is a possibility that it will simply overwhelm him. The world engine is infinite power. It may completely obliterate the thing. There is no proven data to either point. As it stands, with this uncertainty, the best course of action is still to support the Valkyrian Empire in ensuring that as many lives as possible can exist.
I have an anomaly. Zakira has betrayed Valkyrian and made a pact with Hadar.
If this were possible, I would need irrefutable proof that what you say is true, not just the words of some stranger. Even Tiangong, is this what she says? Is this true, old friend? And then you do hear a kind of response.
It has been proven. Zakira is believed to now be working against Callus Valkyrian. We have also had in our companionship an individual who has powers to see possible timelines and futures. In one such timeline, it was revealed that the world engine will do as Nova Vigia suggests. It will only further Hadar, empowering him, making him stronger, making him consume our entire world. This is not what we originally planned for, my old friend.
That's the 6 seconds.
6?
Well, yeah, okay, more than that, but let's say that that's an ongoing conversation.
Okay.
This is going on throughout the whole battle, let's say.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm not going to sit here with a timer on myself.
That's cool.
The engineer will turn, and she's sensing that there is an oncoming force. You can hear heavy footsteps and armored boots beginning to make their way down the corridor. I should really deal with the one who just destroyed my officer. I will return in a moment. And then she will basically go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There you are. Please step away from the console. I'm afraid that the Eterna is far too valuable to the Empire for you to be dealing with. And yeah.
And yeah.
Just gives me a wave. Hiya!
You make a dexterity saving throw for me, please, Nova. As she casts a spell, unless I am offering to the table the chance to counterspell. As she casts a spell. It is not a spell of which I have used against you before.
Oh.
I do have a spell slot. No, I'm gonna take the hit and I'm gonna go.
Right.
I'm gonna go for Dex.
Dex saving throw, please.
Okay. I rolled a 13 plus 3 is 16, so probably not enough.
There is a shimmering ball of force completely encloses around you. Yep. You are basically trapped in a giant hamster ball of energy. Touching it, boom, boom. You can't hear anything, any communication. Like, you can't hear sound. You can just vaguely make out the outline of shapes and figures, but that's it. Lucius.
Coming out of my stupor, I will look at Idea, who is injured quite heavily. Sister, you okay? Who did this?
The devil, I think that it's been destroyed now, but we need to be careful of that one, Lucius. She's very powerful. Magitech and magic. And she points at the engineer. What are we going to do? There's more coming.
Stand back. And Lucius is going to get up, looking pissed, and look at the engineer. And he's going to bonus action Font of Magic and get a 7th level spell back. Slot. And he's going to cast, for this round, Chromatic Orb at 5th level.
Okay.
Did anything happen? No?
Yeah. Counterspell.
That was a good roll too. Okay. I'm just going to stand in front of my sister.
So you kind of send these spinning this orb of spinning magic. She kind of reaches out and just watches it kind of breaks apart into like millions of geometric pieces. So as she reaches out, she counters with a reaction spell, and you just watch as it breaks down into like tiny jigsaw pieces. You managed to get out of my spell. You're more mentally capable than I was led to believe.
I'm just staring her down. The angriest Lucius has looked in a long time.
Looking pissed. We go back to the bridge.
Oh God.
Rana will turn, looking at you, Quill. She just kind of, you can see like covered in cuts and like, dripping with blood and bruises. She just kind of smiles a half grin. I know it wasn't for very long, but thanks for setting me free and getting my wings back. And then just clashes with the Planetar once more.
Oh shit.
First attack is a miss. Second attack is a miss.
No!
Both blows get parried by the Planetar. The Planetar turns around. Fool! And then she just goes to deliver the final blows. First attack, however, might be a miss.
Goodbye, Quill.
Miss. First attack, Rana just barely manages to parry it. Second attack is a hit. 18, 25. Oh yeah. And then yeah, the radiant damage is easily going to finish her off, I think.
Oh god, yeah, I forgot about that.
9, 17,
oh, no.
19, 24, halved. Yeah, that's going to be enough.
No.
And you know what? We've not done this for an NPC before, but Rana's been pretty cool, and I think that, Quill quite likes her. I'll do an injury check. Do an injury check.
Okay.
Cool, so let's make sure she's injured.
Success. But yeah, you see Rana just get stabbed through the chest, just slumps to the ground as the Planetar turns. But that took all of the Planetar's turn, and now she turns and advances on you guys, joining her, the Aerois next to her, but no attacks left.
Okay.
Maximilian Taldros.
The best boy in the entire empire. And best man at my
Having
wedding.
just seen Rana sort of thanking you, he looks and he can see like Valla straining against like this, creating this portal. Your Highness, please, you promised your father you would stay, that you would learn to master these powers. You know that what he's trying to do is for the good of the people. Why would you go with them? Stay! Shh. He raises up a hand, and surrounding around you, so it's just the Aerois, the Planetar, and him, he surrounds all of you with a wall of fire. Like, creates a kind of like great radius around in the bridge room. Like, you hear the red dragon just like, what are you doing? Taldros steps back, and all the bridge crew kind of separate.
Okay. It's a start.
And he's like looking at, he's just like, I know that you trust them, but you must understand, you've seen the good your father does. You know that he is doing what he thinks is best for the worlds. And you just see Valla just like, I know he is, but it's not the right way. Maximilian, come with me.
Please.
Sentry.
Okay. I'm gonna keep trying to get this Aerois off my back.
Sure. Yeah, this devil woman who is pressing you hard and has just struck Quill very badly as well.
Yeah. Let's rock and roll. Ooh, we might be alright. Let's have a looky see. 21
is a hit.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I'm going to do a Divine Smite at level 3, so I'm going to do 5d8 damage.
Well, it's an extra d8 because she's a fiend, so it's 68.
68. And a d4 as well.
Did you put a smite on your weapon as well?
Yeah, it didn't hit the first time.
It's just until the spell hits. When you do that spell, it stays until you hit with the attack. Yeah. Those smite spells, you cast it as a bonus action, and then the next time you hit with it, you get the effect.
Okay, so add another 4d6 to that.
Okay, so 68, 4d6.
She'll need to do a Wiz saving throw for this one. 16.
Okay. I think that's a fail. 6 plus wisdom, 12. Fails.
So she has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks and can't take reactions until the end of her next turn.
Okay.
7 with the d6, and then 1d4. 8 damage. So that was.
How much was it from? So.
Was it 32 from the? Okay, so 40 damage total.
40 damage total. Okay.
And your regular attack stuff as well, right?
That's including everything. That's
so
all
40
D8s.
total.
Yeah.
Okay. 40. So you bring Her Majesty's Road cutting down, and this blow, it explodes with the golden light of the Matrix as the blades tear into the Aerois' flesh, and and she lets out this hideous scream, and you can see she's reeling, smoking, the holy light of the Matrix burning her flesh, leaving her just absolutely staggered by this blow.
Awesome.
Second
I'm
attack.
gonna hit her again. That's not one that time, so that ain't gonna hit.
Oh my god.
So this time, as she's reeling back, you go to thrust, but her unexpected reeling kind of throws your aim off, and she does stagger back a little bit. There are cries of just the Empress, the princess, you must stop the princess! Stop her using her powers! The Aerois is just going to fumble around and tries to basically try and push his past you, Sentry, but she's going to have disadvantage. Can you make a strength, just straight up strength test for me, please?
Okay, is that a saving throw? Just strength?
Just a strength, so just D20 plus strength modifier.
So that's 15.
So with the disadvantage, you manage to basically shoulder block her. She tries to push past you and grab Valla, and you just interpose into her, and you can see that she's weakened by that smite. Otherwise she would have got through. She would have been able to push past you and grab Valla, but the kind of pain from the blow, you managed to shoulder barge her and keep her away from Valla for just a few moments longer as you do so.
Cool. The
dragon captain is a red dragon and therefore doesn't give a shit about fire. He will walk through it, and you can see that parts of his officer uniform are beginning to shed. He's still in this humanoid form, but he's becoming more draconic. His muscles bulge, you can see scales beginning to ripple down his arms, his eyes turn draconic, his horns kind of grow larger. Taldros, what do you think you are doing? This is insubordination. He's going to make a free attack against Maximilian, just kind of smacking him across the face for a lot of damage. Draconic
would a protection reach him, or is he too far away?
You can use protection on Maximilian if you want.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. I think it might just still hit, because I think this is going to be high enough. Yeah, unfortunately you try to place the shield, but the dragon impacts with such force that it still manages to get through and strike Max. So it's going to be 15, 17, 27 plus 20, 35 points of damage to Maximilian, as he's almost sideswiped by this blow, just sends him staggering. We'll deal with your traitorous behavior later, Knight of Gideon. But for now, your Highness, your daughter will be most displeased. Your father will be displeased to hear of this, and he's going to try and reach out and grab Valla as well. Quill, do you want to try and do anything?
Who's making the save, or is he making the roll?
I'm going to have him make a strength check to try and basically push past you to grab Valla.
Oh, to push past me? Well, in that case, I've got to use a portent. I'm going to use a 4.
He rolls a 4?
He rolls a 4.
Right, you need to roll plus strength, please, now, Quill.
Oh my god, I got a +1, and he's probably got plus 12 or something.
We'll see what you roll.
17.
So the storm eye flashes, and you see him pushing past, and there's almost, there's a sensation of somebody kind of almost grabbing, holding the staff with you, a hand kind of grips the staff and almost pushes you to lean it in, and using leverage, you just manage to hook the staff in a way that where you use the leverage, the dragon trips it, you throw him off balance, and he stumbles to the side, and you just see a couple of little angel feathers just drop to the floor.
Oh, still here, baby. He's still here. Hell yeah.
But yeah, you managed to basically stop him pushing past. You outstrength the dragon in humanoid form with a little bit of guidance as he goes to reach for it, and just kind of
She stays here, creature.
Quill, your turn. You can see Valla is nearly finished.
Maximilian, Valla has chosen her side. Please, you've fought with us before. Listen to your charge.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, it's another +1. Here we go, baby. I make a song and dance about it. This is performance. No, it's still a +1. Oh, 17 again.
So 18. Oh, that's with the
no,
+1.
17 total. Yeah.
Nice. Just gonna leave Rana there then, I guess.
I mean, if I can do an action, or is this like my action to convince?
It's your turn. It's your turn. No, so you speak out. Yeah, you're gonna have your action. You see Maximilian kind of like grit his teeth, like looks at the captain that's just hit him, looks at, Sentry trying to protect him and stuff like that. Spins around, brings the sword up, stands. Sentry, Quill.
Yes!
Fuck yeah!
Amazing.
Hell yes! I knew it. I love this guy. Oh.
He's the best. It's better than the freaking Wings of Ishtar.
Those guys.
Except you've got one Wings of Ishtar who's still good, but she's dying.
This one.
So
I am going to do a mass cure wounds on myself, Sentry, Maximilian. I may as well. Rana.
Yep.
So every ally, basically.
Every ally.
So 3d8
sounds good.
plus 6 of healing. It's not bad. 18 healing to everybody.
Nice.
18 healing. Rana's eyes kind of flutter open. She's now behind the fight where she was abandoned, where she fell. Maximilian's wounds heal. And then as you kind of finish, Valla is just like... and then she just you just hear like this yelling, and when you look down at her, you can see that her hair is like flowing up into the air, just like Siaska's does. Like it kind of becomes almost defying gravity. Her eyes flash the same purple that you've seen in Callus, like this kind of purple power just glows in her eyes. You see like it all rippling down her arms, and she throws her hands wide, and beneath all of you and beneath Rana, reality and space and time seems to just open up, and you guys fall down, and then it shuts above. The rest of you hear like a tearing sound, and when you look up, a purple glow just kind of rips open as Quill, Sentry, Maximilian, Rana, and Valla all fall down into the chamber. As they land, that is when you can see just on the very edge of the corridor leading towards you guys, you see an armed squad and a very large looking individual are making their way towards you.
Oh.
You see a giant sort of 13, 15 feet tall, flaming humanoid, whip in one hand, flaming sword in the other with wings, stomping down a corridor covered in black Valkyrian armor. 4 elite-looking guards, all carrying the various Valkyrian rifle weapons, are charging down this corridor towards you. Like something as the rest of them all kind of like poof, land in a thing. Confused, a few of them are looking around. We jump into the major, the single combat now.
Good.
What a novelty! What a novelty for you, Mark.
Single combat.
What a concept.
At this, Moonstar will simply basically back up and try and get behind Lucius. You can see she's holding her side, very clearly injured, and doesn't really have that much left in this fight. We go to the top of the round. Rana, who is on not a lot of HP left, but she's got some. She will. Who looks the most injured? Moonstar probably, but is like Ayla? Are you badly hurt?
I'm like well over halfway down. Well over half down.
Okay. Rana will kind of like limp over to you and
what did that? say something, Trot?
Yeah, say something. Lucius, get Lucius.
Okay, well,
Get Lucius.
I asked who is looking the most injured.
Lucius looks angry.
Does he look injured?
He's not
Lucius is probably suffering more than Ayla, visibly. So.
He's bleeding out the ears, but he's angry.
Out of everybody, yeah, because she knows that Ayla's a tough fighter. She can see Moonstar. To be honest, Rana herself is pretty fucking hurt. She might actually just heal herself because she's pretty fucking injured as well. In fact, yeah, she's going to do that. She's going to heal herself before anybody else because here is the doctor's credence. Look after yourself first, then put mask on others. Secure your own mask first. She's going to heal herself first. And then... she doesn't really have anything else she can do. She will just point down the corridor and just be like, one of their generals, we need to get out of here quickly. Where's Nova? Do we have everyone? Looking around. Ayla. These figures that I've put down, by the way, they're not where they are. They're still further down the corridor, but they are going to be arriving very soon.
I don't see any of them on the... Oh, they're at the bottom. I see them.
Yes.
Now. Never mind. There they are.
From the south. They're coming from the south corridor. For those who are listening audio-wise,
I am going to say to them, "Wow, good to have you here. Finally. I don't know how much longer I can keep this up, but get us out of here as quick as possible." And then in messenger ring, I'll say, "Nova, we gotta go." Because she's further away and can't see her. Don't know where she is. And then I will zoom up to this gal and hit her a couple of times, I think.
Sure.
For now.
Yeah. Charge towards High Engineer Silfar.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Brutal critical!
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Wait.
Yep.
Okay, so wait, let's work this out. It's the first time I've had this much. So, let me work this one out. Let me just make sure that my brutal critical damage is the right amount of dice.
The
I think it's 3 now. Ah, where is it? Where is it? Brutal critical.
Find it.
No, 2 additional weapon damage dice when determining the extra damage. So it's 3d10 maxed as the base.
So 30.
So 30.
3d10.
Wait, because it's also plus... Yeah, so 30 plus another 3d10.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 47 plus 11.
58.
Jesus. 58.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you add any more. I think that's because it's just weapon damage and then modifier.
58.
That's the first attack. That's the first attack, everyone. 58 points of damage. So as she's looking at Nova, right? She's just trapped Nova in this orb. She kind of turned around, dispelled Lucius's chromatic orb, scattered it to the ground, and then she just looks over casually at Ayla, who comes running in. Oh, a hammer! How quaint! As the hammer just smashes into her face with an untold fury. And yeah, this heavy crunch. She does take it like a champ, kind of proper, like blood spits out of her mouth.
Damn it.
One of the tentacles is kind of like crackling with energy and like fizzling and breaking, but she looks up and you see the kind of calm, intelligent demeanor has fractured and she kind of twitches her eye. That is going to take considerable time to repair.
Second one is 31 to hit.
Can't shield that. That will hit.
Crikey. Sorry about it. Not really, though. 18 points of damage and then a dex save.
Them through.
Actually, can I knock her down as well?
Yes, so
Just
strength saving throw on that one. That'd be 17 on the strength saving throw.
Oh, that passes. She's fine.
Okay, and then dex saving throw is a natural 20. So 23, so half damage.
8,
It's all right. Your lightning is huge.
15 damage.
15
Halved.
points. Half, so 7. The lightning kind of crackles and she does kind of arch her back, and you can see that that blow is the first time she's taken any real damage, significant damage really, and definitely is displeased with everything. Nova Vija, you are in a ball. You're in a big hamster ball.
I have Fast Step cast on me when I went into the ball. Am
true.
I able to teleport out of it?
I believe you can. Yes, I think that. Not quite realizing that that Fast Step was the spell you had. Yeah, you can just teleport out of it, basically.
Is she concentrating on that spell?
No. Yes, she was. So the spell would have failed anyway. Because 58 damage halved would be something like DC 28, which, she fails. So the sphere is not even there, actually. It's a good point. So thank you, Tom.
I didn't know if it was one of those non-concentration spells.
No, that was, it was a concentration spell.
Nice.
Would I have seen or heard Valla and that lot dropping in, or I guess in the
You haven't
ball,
seen them, you definitely heard something.
Yeah.
You heard something, and Ayla was like,
Would my
we need to
messenger
go
ring
now.
go through to her?
Yeah, your messenger ring went through to her and everything. Fine.
Okay, cool.
The Tassadar is you can see it kind of pacing up and down. Tassadar is kind of pacing up and down, like tapping its chin in a very humane way. Difficult, problematic. Your chances of success, even if this are all true, your chances of defeating the Valkyrian Empire are infinitesimally small. Zakira proving... This presents a great problem to us, Tiangong. The original terms of our agreement with Valkyrian still stand. To abandon them now would be quite shameful to the Eterna. But knowing that his plan has these significant anomalies does present an issue. Humanoid, and he looks at Nova.
Hello.
You are to escort me from the Tassadar. Escort me to a plane of existence where I am capable of being on my own. I need to think.
I will do so. Please, come with me now. We need to leave now.
Very well. I will deactivate the energy field surrounding my physical form, the staff that you see. Let me make this clear. This is not a partnership, as you have somehow engaged with my companion Tiangong. You are escorting me where I can be free to decide what course of action I may take.
I would be honored, sir. Please, come with me. And then I guess, because I'm next, can I... Yeah.
Yeah, he basically, you watch as the shimmering field around the orb drops. The staff is just suspended there, this long sort of arcane looking staff with blue gems in a black crystal, with all sorts of power running up and down it.
Nice.
Now, I don't know whether or not you let me, but one thing I'd like to do is grab the staff, teleport 60 foot into the main room, and then there's a spell I want to cast.
Bonus action to teleport. I'd say, he's dropped the force field. It's a free action to just reach up and grab the thing. Yeah, I'd say you can do that.
Okay. So I'm going to teleport over into the main room.
Ice? Okay, yeah, just make sure you
I'm
don't
not
go in
going
the
to
ice
teleport
field.
inside the ice.
There's a nice little entranceway now. Fine.
It's true.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a little igloo.
Another
A disastrous igloo, but it's still an igloo.
In an igloo. I would, looking down the corridor, I would like to cast Maddening Darkness to block the entire corridor. It's a range of 150 foot and its area is 60 foot. So I just want to fill
60 foot like radius?
Corridor. Yeah. It is a 60 foot radius sphere.
Huge.
That's huge.
It's huge.
Yes.
It's huge.
Where's the
I
way
want
out?
to block it so it butts up to us, and then just fill it.
Sure.
And what
We'll do this for now,
happens
and then
is,
Which way are we leaving, though?
so I'll put it in.
Well, this is
Not
where
that
Nova's
way.
put it, Lucius. So not that way now.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I can dispel it, but it fills the corridor with darkness and it spreads around corners. A creature with dark vision cannot see through this. Non-magical light cannot, as well as light created by spells of 8th level lower, cannot illuminate the area. Shrieks, gibbering, and mad laughter can be heard within the sphere, and whenever a creature starts its turn in the sphere, it must make a wisdom saving throw, taking 8d8 psychic damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Lord.
Okay.
Nice.
Sure. Fill the space. You watch as this inky black void fills the corridor from where you can see this pit fiend and the elite troops storming from, heading in your direction. It kind of fills the air. They're still a bit too far away. They're not caught in the darkness, but it does basically block off that entire corridor. You can hear sort of like ranting and raving. You can hear you can begin to hear the faint sounds of this like, they've blocked off the corridor with some spell. Contact the other officers. They are in engineering, all of them. I can see Her Majesty is with them. And then the darkness kind of fills it. Although saying that, this creature might be able to see through magical darkness as well. The pit fiend. Yeah. All right, Nova, good turn.
That me.
End of your turn.
Hi everyone. Nice to see you. Hi Valla. Yeah, all good. I have the Tassadar. Let's go. I've got a cool staff. I'm just wielding.
Valla being here is a problem for them. They don't want to hurt Valla. 12 creatures of your choice. Excellent. Right. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw. If you are an elf, you have advantage. If you have any resistance to charm effects, you have advantage. The engineer woman just basically like looks up. She's casting a spell. I offer the chance for a counter spell.
No way.
You get a +3 from me.
Roll two ones.
2 ones?
Okay. She raises her hands and just says, I suggest that all of you stand still and surrender immediately. And this wave of psychic energy bursts forth. Totals?
18.
18.
23.
23 for Sentry.
I rolled 4 ones, so 22. No, 25 with Sentry.
Jesus. Okay. Lucius?
5 with Sentry. I rolled 2 ones.
5. Nova?
18.
18. Okay. Adea gets a 19. Valla doesn't need to make the saving throw. Rana doesn't need to make the saving throw. Maximilian does need to make the saving throw. Maximilian does not make the saving. Anybody who got under a 20, you feel this compulsion to just stand still and surrender. Drop your weapons, just completely surrender as you do. Those of you, which I believe is Sentry, Quill, Valla, Rana, you feel this compulsion, but it doesn't take full effect. Okay. Lucius?
I am under this influence, right?
You follow the suggestion to the best of your ability, yes. Stand still and surrender. So pissed off, like even through this rage, it suddenly just almost dissipates. And you feel this otherworld mind seize control.
At the best combat. I just lay down.
Just lay on the floor, just like face down. Okay.
Such a big thing planned, but I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry,
weak,
mate.
And
she has to. That's the command. I looked at all of her options, and with Valla there, this was the only thing she could do that wasn't going to harm Valla and could potentially, basically keep you all here.
What should we do?
Sentry.
I lay down.
Oh, go on. Sorry, Lucius.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Sentry.
I'm gonna move up to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm gonna do a sunbeam on her.
On this engineer.
Yeah.
Okay. She just looks like, why aren't you surrendering? She looks like, why are you not? What are you doing? And then
point blank range.
Okay. What do I do on this saving throw?
Hug her and then melt.
16.
Oh my god! What saving throws? Con,
yeah.
This is a spell, so she does get advantage on it. Nope, does not matter. Fails.
Yes.
13 max, even with advantage.
Radiant damage. Here we go.
Waiting for 1.
Here we go.
Don't touch.
Oh, there's a lot of ones in there. Oh, 17.
But it is active. You can keep doing it. That's the thing as well.
Yeah, and she's blinded.
Watches this energy beam just like blast, and she's blinded as well. Oh my god! So she's just like screams as like her just eyes fill with light, and she's staggering back from the attack. Anything else, Sentry?
I'm just going to keep this concentrate on her and just say to her, "You will stop."
She's like Moonstar Aerois just gets on her knees and puts her hand up in the air in surrender. I surrender. Quill.
Now, I've noticed a slight problem with my book. I'm looking around the room and counting how many people there are. Plane shift is maximum 8. So, do I know
when you notice that?
If I was to hand the Wayfinder's Guide back to Nova, would she still be attuned, or no?
No. You attuned to the book.
Oh, Christ.
How many people you got, Quill? How many people you got to plane shift?
10. I think it's 10.
Plus caster. I think it's 8 plus. It's 8 other creatures and yourself. So I think you can do 9.
You
I'll
and
check.
up to 8 willing creatures. So okay, so it's a
9,
little bit better.
Somebody's got to be left behind.
Oh, but we also need to get all these people back to us. So I'm going to have to mass cure wounds at 7th level, hitting everyone that is taken over by the spell. I want to try and remove that.
Of course, because of Spellbreaker.
Yeah, bitch. That's why I look so smug, bitch.
That's why I look so smug. Okay. So first of all, what level is Mass Cure Wounds?
I'm casting at 7th.
Did you say? Okay.
Yes.
So you do the healing for that.
All right. 5d8 plus plus 6. That's 32 healing so I'm hitting everyone that is hit by the spell.
So Nova, Lucius, Ayla, Aerois, Maximilian, 5 so far.
And then some spare to Lucius, who I know is not just angry and
Lucius is part of that 5. Lucius is part of that 5.
Whoever is next most injured.
Rana is the most injured. Yeah, okay. All right.
So 32 to everyone, pretty much.
You all feel this kind of healing energy wash over you, but as it does, you almost feel like wings kind of wrapping around you, and there's a voice. You can't hear the voice. It sounds, maybe there's a brief memory of it sounding like an older humanoid man's voice, but something takes that idea of surrendering and it just goes out of your mind, and the spell breaks on all of you. Mass suggestion is removed.
So it's 9 people. I definitely counted this right?
You did.
Me, Rana, Moonstar.
Do you
Lucius,
say
Nova,
out loud that there's a limit?
No, this is all in my brain space.
Okay.
I'm like looking around, counting on my birdie fingers. Am I missing?
Okay.
Oh, I'm trying to count all the people. I've got Giga Perception. How many people are there?
So let's count it. You've got Sentry,
9.
you, Sentry,
9.
you, Nova, Lucius, Ayla. Then you've got Valla, Maximilian, Rana, Aerois. 9.
9.
Oh, I was counting
I
was counting.
We just hit the limit.
Dude he's a staff now.
He's a staff. He's a staff.
He's
Tell
an
everyone to
item.
come to me and form a circle. We're getting out of here. We are leaving right now. Or right in 6 seconds.
Rana will come over to you. I have to actually roll initiative for some people. So that's going to be 7. So she will be going. Okay. Rana comes over and like she's just like, quickly everyone. And she'll like basically Rana will probably use her turn to like help fly over. And like grabs Nova and like pulls Nova over or something like that. Like she flies over, grabs you, and then flies you back to save you, like having to do it on your turn. So she'll like fly over, like, come quickly, everyone, around Quill. She flies over. Ayla.
Can I do the same thing? Can I disengage from this woman?
Engineer lady. Run
past... oh wait, Lucius is already here. Can I try and drag Sentry with me?
I think that Sentry weighs quite a lot. Also, she has this sunbeam going. If you try and drag her, there's a risk that like you're going to get caught in the sunbeam and things like that.
Okay, I'll leave her. And Lucius is already in the middle, I'm guessing, so we're good.
Yeah.
We're all good.
So you're just going to run over, yeah?
Yeah. All and right. I will ready an action to hit any enemies that come within hitting distance to me.
Sure. Sounds smart.
As well.
Nova.
Am I within the range now? Or just looking at the icons on the thing?
Yeah, sure. She flies you over as long as you're within like 5 feet of Quill, which everybody kind of is, but think of it as like you're all kind of huddled together, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're forming a circle.
I have to
concentrate.
Making
a love train.
Okay. I have to concentrate on Maddening Darkness. So I don't think I can cast any spells or anything like that.
You can't cast a spell with concentration. You can cast a non-concentration spell, fine.
Yeah. Non-concentration.
So if you wanted to like Eldritch Blast or, any spell that isn't a concentration spell.
Do you know what? Since we're hopefully on the way out, I would like to cast... I should probably counterspell it, but I'd like to cast Blight on...
Sure.
Actually...
The engineer.
Or do I want to cast Blight, or do I want to do some 3 Eldritch Blasts and try and get a crit hit? Let's go for Blight. Fuck it. Blight, go.
Okay.
Blight.
She can't counterspell it because she's blinded, so she can't actually see you casting the spell. So, saving throw with advantage as it's against a spell. That's going to be 5 plus 5 is a 10. That's a failure.
That's a fail, so that is going to be...
Otherwise, she would have absolutely counterspelled it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need one more D8. 9. Okay, 9 D8 of damage. Oh, 1 went on the floor, so I'm just going to re-roll another one.
Just re-roll.
So...
That means it's 8.
That's an... So I have a 6 plus 5 plus 5 plus 8 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 1, and then I'm re-rolling 1, plus another 4, 42 points of necrotic damagios.
The crackling black energy erupts out of Tiangong, and you see the kind of like energy hit her, and she arcs her back again, now blinded, constantly being hammered by this sunbeam, and now this black energy kind of crackles over her body like electricity, just screaming as it does so. Still standing, but yeah, heavily injured. She's tough. She's a high officer. Anything else, Nova?
That's it for me. I'll just keep concentrating on me, Maddening Darkness.
On her turn, she's just gonna be like, I can't hold them here any longer, Faragor. Hurry up! Send more reinforcements. And then she is going to cast a spell. She's gonna cast Teleport. Oh.
Okay.
All right. In that case, she teleports away and vanishes, no longer wishing to be at risk, having sustained too much injuries, and being outnumbered, she is going to retreat.
All right.
Lucius.
Hopefully not nearby, so she can still see us.
I'm waiting for the all go. That's what I'm waiting for, and I will hold an action. If any of those things come out at us, I'm casting my 7th level prismatic spray.
Are you on the things that come out of the maddening darkness, right? So if anything comes out of the maddening darkness, you're gonna
anything that would otherwise interrupt this teleportation, I will hit with a prismatic spray cone of badness.
Okay.
I'm doing
Sentry.
Yeah, I'm gonna now that she's gone, I'm gonna make my way over to the group. Get ready.
No, Sentry, walk backwards. Blah!
I'm assuming you cancel the sunbeam or like hold it in. Because you don't need in fact, you don't need to cancel it. You can just choose not to shoot it. So you can just hold the energy and then move over to the rest of the team.
Yeah, I'll hold it back. Okay. Can I like save it so that in case anything comes out of the darkness,
you
I can
hold
just
an action.
Fire it off again. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. All right.
I'll do that.
Okay. So if it comes out of the darkness, you're going to shoot sunbeam at it.
Yeah.
Okay. Moonstar does nothing. Before you'll go, Quill, because that's when the initiative I rolled for them, there is a crackle of magic as three figures teleport into this chamber. Knowing where you are, knowing what you have, 3 women. 2, they all look identical, but one of them is taller. Dark hair, all dressed in similar red robes, armored wings. 3 of them crackle into place, appearing, and they look with fury at all of you who have been there. Lucius, you did say if anything came in to try and interrupt. They have not appeared out of the darkness, so I'm going to say no sunbeam, and they are not within melee range. But Lucius, as you did say, specify anything that could interrupt or otherwise impede the spell. Would you like to cast your prismatic spray on them as the 3 of them arrive?
I very much would, yes. And if there's anything in a 60-foot range of that cone, they would get hit by 2.
Yeah, this is going to be all 3 of them. Nobody else, just the 3 Zarkiras, because it is 2 Zarkira simulacrums, and then Quill, this is the real Zarkira. She stands a little bit taller than the rest of them. You can see that there is something about her eyes that the other simulacrums don't have. There is a power, there is something about her which signifies her as superior. She has the simulacrum's bladed wings. You don't look like they could actually fly or work. The ones on the real Zarkira stretch and almost flex like they're organic with her. As they appear, cool. I'm gonna roll here because Zarkira's pretty smart and she's very talented magically, but teleporting in would, like, Lucius's prismatic spray is going off as soon as they appear. I'm gonna roll and give it a 50-50 whether or not she has enough time to try and react to it. 23. So I think that as she appears, they see this swirling pattern of color as you begin to fire it out towards them, Lucius. One of the simulacrums is like, no, and then she holds up her hand and she's going to attempt to counterspell it, but this one has to roll. It does not have a 7th level spell slot to use.
Okay.
18. Which is enough. So the prismatic spray, as you fire it out, the simulacrum waves its hand and you watch as the colors get scattered around the room instead, fading into nothing. Yeah, as came down to a dice roll. They arrive on the turn. They don't get a turn because they teleported on their turn. So Quill, it is your go.
Shit. I mean, oh god, they're gonna try it, but I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna use plane shift on the Wayfinder's Guide to take us back to Horizon. Don't.
Yep. Don't. I mean, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Zarkira. The real Zarkira casts Counterspell at 9th level.
No.
Is anybody doing anything?
Got
nothing.
Level. What can we do?
We've got nothing.
You can always attempt it. You can. So you can cast it. If you cast Counterspell at a lower level, it's a roll. It becomes like a D20 plus your ability modifier.
Sure, I'll try a 5th level Counterspell.
Sure. Sure. Go for it. Roll D20 plus Charisma. You also see Valla is going to attempt to Counterspell it.
That is an 11.
plus your charisma modifier. So what's your charisma modifier? 5. So that's with the charisma modifier.
Good fucking god.
Valla rolls a 15 plus 5 for 20. You watch Lucius, you try and dispel the magic as like Zarkira tries to interrupt the plane shift. Zarkira like reaches out and you see her smile. Like she just bats away your magic, Lucius, and she just smiles just like, this will be an excellent prize for my new friend. And she looks at Quill when she says that. And you see, but as she goes to reach out and grab the magic, these like purple bits of energy grip onto the outer edges of the plane shift, almost like covering you all in a bird cage. And Zarkira like frowns, looking down to see little Valla in the middle of you all, just shh. Not this time, you snake bitch. And then she breaks it and the plane shift.
Valla!
All of you vanish.
Oh, shit. Oh my god.
Back where, Quill?
Horizon. We're back in Horizon.
With a great crack of magic, you guys appear back on Horizon. And that's where we're going to end today's episode.
Yes! Oh my god! You're the most powerful person ever!
I can't believe I rolled that 15.
Valla!
Fucking clutch. Because it was like, because Tom didn't even have portents left. It was literally
that was it.
Pure dice. Yeah.
Oh, but Tom's portents were so well used.
Truck could have rolled a 14 or 15 and got that as well, but
could have done a lot of fucking stuff
there. Dude, this is a problem.
Oh my
god. Going against a lot of spellcasters. They're going to keep counterspelling.
For Lucius. That was terrible.
Those bad times.
But you did it.
Well, we got away.
Question.
It's a team effort.
Yeah.
We did it.
One question from me. Would have anything have happened to the ship as Tassadar left the engine room?
Surprisingly, no. Surprisingly, no.
Yeah.
So you're not sure. Again, you can ask him next episode, but you're not sure if Tassadar leaving. It doesn't look like the ship is entirely powered by Tassadar. There was definitely, he was in control of a lot of things, but didn't seem to be the sole source of everything going on.
Power supply.
It was definitely a case of unlike when you saw Nightfrost, who they were clearly leeching power from, this was more like Tassadar was just managing the Tassadar. He was managing the ship rather than actually being the entire power for it. It seemed to be a much more equal relationship with Tassadar and this warship.
Okay.
But yeah.
Sweet.
Man, we're going to have some words with Valla about her language.
Ayla is going to encourage that. She's like, yes, Valla.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
I'm
we did
literally shaky today. I'm
we did it.
Yep.
That
we did that.
One of those moments.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff like the other simulacrum doesn't have counterspell prepared because the simulacrums are built for specific things. So one simulacrum didn't have counterspells, so there was only the 2 potentials there for it. They had other nasty spells if they'd gotten another turn in and stuff like that. But yeah, it was that was a close one. And
if they got a turn in, they could have really hurt us a lot.
Well, Quill with the Spellbreaker on the Mass Suggestion as well. That was a game changer. Ayla basically killing that Ice Devil. I mean, you put that Ice Devil at half health in 1 turn or 2 turns. It was just half health, and that thing puts out a ton of damage. It puts out a ton of damage.
Puts out a lot of damage. It did a lot to Lucius. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then also imagine if
bludgeoning.
Yeah, exactly. And it smacked Lucius around. Imagine if Sentry had actually got some hits, Rhiannon's dice were just no, not today. Not today,
this isn't your day, friend.
This is not your day. Poor Chris Trott, just the sufferer of too many counterspells. No, going against a high magic enemy is always going to be tough when you don't have other people to kind of back you up on the counterspells. Because normally Quill can be there to be no, help.
No help. No. But man, finally, Valla, after since episode 26, is back on Aerois.
Oh, I just remembered. She's going to see Arvel. She's going to get to see Arvel.
Yep.
Oh,
Others there as well.
Crying.
I am living for next episode.
Crying is definitely going to happen next episode.
I won't
There we go.
bother
Pin it
putting
in.
any eyeliner on. No point.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Man, that was awesome. Holy crap. Whew.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Awesome.
I can't
Awesome,
believe
awesome,
we
awesome.
got Tassadar as well. I didn't
Yeah.
think we'd leave with Tassadar, so I can't believe we got
Heist of the
Tassadar.
century. Holy shit.
It was one of those things where like it was like I think like you managed to get like in there like you mentioned like Zakira's going to betray him. You mentioned that like that you had proof or like Tiangong could prove that the world engine isn't going to work the way that Callus thinks it is. Whether or not he's going to help you is another matter, but he's no
he's
longer
off.
on the Tassadar.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very close though. Very fucking close.
Very close.
A couple of
Very close.
different roles. That could have been a TPK, but hey, you got through it, and it makes it all the sweeter, right? Makes it all the more sort of like,
Yeah.
Can you send a
juicy.
message to Zelian being like, suck it,
you.
bitch?
Fuck
Hey.
you. Bye.
It's just a
I lived,
selfie
bitch.
of all of us. Like, yeah, it's just a selfie of us.
I
like,
lived.
We lived, bitch. What are you going to do about it?
Anyway, I'm going to read some donations.
I did
or-
the staff room messages, by the way, Tom. So don't worry about those.
Wonderbar.
Unless those
Or should we just end on Yogs,
Those
carry on high rollers?
Yes. Thanks, Yogis.
All right. Thanks,
Probably.
Yogis.
Yogis.
See you next week for more high rollers. Get your tissues ready. For crying. Sorry.
Carry on, Tom.
Jesus.
Wait, has Yogs ended? Have we ended on Yogs now? Or?
It's kind of like,
No.
do I want to end on that? What you just said?
No, I don't think you should.
Oh,
Bye, everyone on Yogscast. Enjoy Parsec Pals, I believe. Boba and Ped. Poba and Bed next. Say hi to them. And yeah, enjoy that. We'll be continuing just reading out messages on High Rollers D&D and just chatting about game and stuff like that a little bit.
Bye.
See ya.
Hi, Yogs. Not Yogs.
Hi.
Fucking hell, my
Rollers.
brain.
Hello, High Rollers
Running
D&D.
two combats
Welcome
and then
to-
having all this shit in my head. Fuck me.
Yeah.
I meant for wiping sweat off your brow.
Yeah.
Got a donation from Oh Man Bro. Thank you very much. We also have a donation from Natalie June Hawthorne. There's a double dono here, so it's a long one. Guess what time it is, Tom? That's right. Last week, my players finally came face to face with one of the big bad evil guys. Their patron, a Solar who fell from grace from reading the book of Vile Darkness too many times. And what did they do about it? They gave him a stern talking to, took the book and sent him running with his tail between his legs to his newly conquered realm of the abyss. That's it.
Nice.
I did, however, emotionally destroy the player of the PC who was raised by the Solar. So there's that. Sorry,
See,
again,
that's the
Rosie.
real victory.
Oh, yeah.
Hit points are temporary. Emotions are forever.
Yeah. Yeah. You can
with that on it.
kill the characters, but you need to break your players emotionally.
I do feel like I almost want that as a shirt.
incredible.
Yeah, hit points are temporary, emotions are forever. It's a new tagline for me there. Put that on
I
Twitter.
love that.
We have one from Marsh Tomp, long time no see. Tom,
Hello.
Ree, Katie, Kim, Troth, and Matt. It is me, Marsh Tomp. Yes, I think it is. Oh boy, it's been a busy few weeks. I've been a VOD, Marsh Tomp. You would think the VOD goblin pile was moist, but it's actually very barren, very Mad Max. But now Marsh Tomp be here. Good. What a blessing. What a blessing.
He's back
I
from
have
Fury Road. He made it. He made it back.
Fury Road. Oh god, where was I? We had a donation from Varys. Sorry, I did a refresh. Varys with no message. Thank you very much. Max Menace with a $250. Eat shit, snake bitch. Fail has donated with, I screamed out loud several times. My neighbors almost definitely think I've lost my mind. I've had a different message written out, and then Zakira teleported in, and I actually lost my mind. Thank Jesus for that Valla roll. And everyone lived. And we got Max as well, most importantly. Valla, she wasn't the priority, not for me. Mere Kitty has donated with Valla, I love you so much. There you go. Darth Day 41, worst spaceship vacation ever. 1 out of 5, would not recommend. Clear skies to you all in chat. Thank you. Ojo Maze has donated with, this is all caps. I cannot believe this somehow worked out. No other show has made me feel like this. Thank you so much for doing these streams. I'm glad it all went well for you guys. Mark Viberdag has donated with, our girl is back. Yep, she back. Socialism for the win. This episode was too much. Triplet Zarkira sexiness. Sebestial Rana making me cry. Ayla hitting a bitch in the face. Nova talking down an Eterna. Quill turning Max. Sunbeam to the face. And Lucius got angry. All without Ishtar. Those guys goofed. Fuck the wings of Ishtar. And Hobbs the Tiger has done it with, this is such an amazing show. I was sat on the edge of my seat the entire time, dancing around the room in excitement, biting my nails in anticipation. Thank you all so much. Wonderful as always. Also, Max was carrying some great change for them. I knew it. Sure. Thank you. And also, Jelly Bean Key with a full hundo. It's a full ass hundo.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I've started watching on the 21st of March, not knowing what D&D is. After binging at home and podcasting at work, I'm finally able to watch live. Welcome. I found this amazing series through Jhaz and Torman videos. Wait, they were recommended to you without even watching High Rollers? What?
That's awesome.
Yogs or something.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad I did.
CR or something.
Great work, everyone. Much love. No, I believe it was Mark's TikTok that brought Jelly Bean in. Must have been. Gotta be.
Understandable.
Yeah.
The next TikTok hit sensation. And that is all the donations, I believe. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very much. I was going to add a quick thank you to, we had a Yogs dono from Ace of Thorns at the end. I'm look, folks, I got nothing. I'll just sit here quietly in a corner and let the epic roll over me. Stay safe and receive hugs as always. Thank you very much, Ace. And then also we had a raid from Carney Sideshow and Yogs. They were very sweet, apparently. So thank you very much for that. That's it. That's it from us. A very exciting episode with many awesome things happening. One day I won't counterspell Chris Trott. And I won't feel guilty about it because I feel guilty about it. Let me tell you. And yeah, that's it. All right. Anything else? Thanks, D&D Beyond. Thank you, NordVPN. Our two sponsors. Don't forget to check out both D&D Beyond in the links below and the NordVPN. You can use code HRDND to get that awesome deal on NordVPN. That's it. Thanks very much, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Bye, all.
Yeah.
Bye. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.